I'm dead.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to it. Melo wasn't efficient enough at the rim. I'm not gonna lie for that. For that,
was he not? Is he not?
No, I don't think so.
He tricked you.
He could drop 50 though. So
he tricked you with the dump off dunks. Yeah.
Yeah, he tricked
Hold on.
With the,
I gotta pull it up
hey,
now. Pause.
He never really dunked for real. You ever notice that? He never really dunked. He just
high layup. High layup.
Yeah.
I'm never hitting.
Got above the rim, just boop, dropped it. You know?
Yeah. God.
In New York, yeah. I think he was dunking in Denver. Am I tripping?
I'll get above.
He was definitely dunking in Denver before he cut his braids and put that weight on. He really started high layupping.
Yeah, he went to quick drops too once he cut his hair.
Yo, you're sick.
That shit is facts.
Welcome back to another episode of the Let's Keep It a Buck podcast, the only podcast in which we ask the hard-hitting questions. Not saying them specifically, but I'm sure y'all know about the Juice WRLD situation with his girlfriend or his girlfriend in Juice WRLD. Would y'all, is that crazy that she's selling a tape that she's in, although the person is deceased?
Yeah,
I think so. I mean, in this scenario, yes, I would say.
No. Not that. Apparently, I don't know. Apparently, there was beef for some stuff with them, and they claimed she never really loved him. I don't. That's too deep for me. It almost sounds like fan talk.
of course you say that now.
Well, I don't know. I don't know them. I really don't know them, so I don't know. But I'm just saying, if you know your significant other met an untimely demise, would you be wrong for putting that flick on OnlyFans?
Yes, if you weren't already doing that kind of content before and you waited years to do it, I would say yes. It's definitely kind of weird, especially seeing how you ain't really popping off doing nothing. Like, it's one thing if you was already. I don't want to even make comparisons because I feel like that's nasty, but it's one thing if you're somebody who, if you have a partner that meets an untimely demise and you're still prospering, or you have pivoted, you have created a lane, a niche, of you're doing something. Yeah, she's doing nothing but drugs. I don't know what Allie's doing. Nothing but the wrong thing.
Damn.
All over these years, and now you want to release it when you do this half-baked, drugged out OnlyFans, years and years removed. I feel that's weird.
You're making it too personalized. Damn, I just thought I'm not talking about the concept.
I mean, if she was already doing whole shit and she was already doing OnlyFans, and then this girl boyfriend dies, but she's still posting the footage. I mean, no, I don't think that's weird because you've been doing this. This is your job. You can't start doing this shit and then post some year-old dead nigga porn. That's kind of crazy.
Desperate time calls for desperate measures, man.
Yeah, fuck shit. Undertaker. What she? I don't know.
My pussy, my choice. Anyway, I got my guys here.
No.
I got my guys here with me. Six Souls, how you doing today?
Better, but could still be better, you know. Yeah, went to the doctor today, got some medicine. We're on our way to 100%. We're at like 70 right now.
Okay. Damo, how you doing today?
I'm doing great. My internet finally is good. Been compromised the last 2-3 days for real. Other than that, everything been cool. Things been all right. Had a cool little day. Games in the Discord. Shout out to Discord. That shit was fun today.
You're far from the mic. Get close to the mic. What you doing?
I'm sorry. You want me to get up on it like that? I'm sorry.
That's better.
You want me to put my lips on the mic?
It's better.
Is that what you want me to do?
I'll back up.
Okay. Sage, how you doing today?
I'm doing good. Better than I thought I would be, you know. In honor of the tragedy on January 18th, I went on to have the NBA Finals drinking game. We watched the Bubbles Finals first half, played B-Souls and 2K. I actually fucking lost. Six Souls over Drunk Sage by a mile. I don't know how I survived, to be honest.
2-1.
Yeah, he beat the shit. That was one game. He beat the shit out of me. I got shit.
And he had the 17 Warriors, man.
Yeah. God. But yeah, Flu Souls is way better than Drunk Sage. Then after that, we started playing Team Up, TSO Court. Y'all gotta get better, bro. That they had they were literally shamelessly recorded. They directly said it's not an opinion. Triple teaming. Y'all niggas are nasty. But it was fun. I did what I could for the Keep It A Buck community. I tried my damnness. It was all basketball for 8 hours because I tried to fit the audience. But now we're here, be more diverse on this pod. Shout out to everybody that pulled up. I know I'm some of y'all not your favorite host, but I tried, man. I tried.
There we go. Listen, if you're new to this and you want to be true to this, make sure you hit that join button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure.
Bandit.
Darkest Bandit.
Shadow Bandit.
Oh wow, shouts out the Dark Bandit.
That's my stretch four right there, man.
Hey, yeah, that's the
Speak
four right
for
there.
you're right.
Break four.
Hey,
That's my KG.
He might stop. If we do the Keep It a Buck program, we picking up Bandit? Who we picking up?
That's my 4 right there, man.
That's my 4. Not my 3, not my 5. Not my 2, not my 1. But he is my 4.
He's the 4. He's the
4.
Great power forward. Kevin Garnett.
Yeah, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. I'm not getting recognized like usual.
Oh shit.
No, I'm staying in the house. It's hella cold outside, but I'm not getting recognized like usual. Go ahead and hop in the Discord. Shenanigans are going on. We're playing the finals, playing some Minecraft, playing some 2K, streaming. What did Dre say? Water polo, women's water polo.
Whatever y'all want.
Yeah,
we'll do it.
Dre's got it. So, I don't know.
Dre for president, man.
He is a
Dre
streaming
for
platform.
president, man.
Netflix, HBO Max, DreAllDay.com. Yes, sir.
Coach Kawan got one. All right, let's get into it. Listen, you've probably seen it already, but because we haven't talked about it here on this platform, we have to talk about the Pascal Siakam trade, the Pascal Siakam trade. Okay. Toronto Raptors traded Pascal Siakam. Damn, what's the actual trade? Can I get the trade? ESPN head ass. Hold on, guys. I'm sorry. Not prepared. Yeah, Pascal Siakam, Raptors forward, gets traded to the Indiana Pacers for Bruce Brown, Jordan Nwora, and 3 first-round picks. As a part of a separate trade, the New Orleans Pelicans sent Kyra Lewis and a 2024 second-round pick to the Pacers. Those picks, the 2 first-round picks, or 2 of the first-round picks going to the Raptors, are Indiana's own and the lesser of Utah, Houston, the Clippers, and OKC. And while the third is the 2026 from Indiana. We already have a clip up, but just give your abridged takes, especially hearing all this news about Pascal saying that this was his second favorite trade destination. Did y'all see that news?
I did not see that news. I seen he did like the touchdown in Indiana thing. I just didn't click on it and hear him. Yo, cornfields. Yeah.
They literally just showed the plane.
Yeah,
it was the plane, the sky, the airport. That's all he showed.
But so they're saying that he's eager for an extension with Indiana. People are circling the league about Tyrese Halliburton. Now, this could all be PR talks, but people are circling Tyrese Halliburton and the Indiana Pacers as a destination because of, their play style and what they've been showing and all that stuff like that. So those are big parts that have come out in the recent time.
I guess I'll start it off. I mean, Indiana isn't a free agency destination, and for mid-market teams, it is hard to find stars, even the Tyrese, which they acquired through a trade. So, it's a stab at the wall. They found their franchise cornerstone in Tyrese. Personally, I don't think you can win a championship if he's their best player, but that's another discussion for another day. But they found their guy ultimately is what I'm saying. And they're trying to find that number 2. They got the number 2. They got something good going on already. I feel like they're already a playoff / play-in team this season. And let's go all in on the Tyrese era. So I like it for them. And then for Toronto, I also like it for them as well. I think Siakam was the last piece from that 2019 championship team. So, this is truly the start of a new era around Scottie, Emmanuel Quickly, RJ Barrett, and them boys. So, got a new coach as well. So it's a good move for both teams, to be honest with you.
They still got Chris Boucher. He was from that team.
The Chris Boucher.
I think he's on the trading block too, right? Like for real. So
I wouldn't be surprised if he was.
I
And if
don't,
he is, hey,
Scotty
Lakers.
Barnes, IQ, and RJ Barrett, the only safe names. Only safe names in Toronto right now.
Oh yeah. That ain't no debate.
That's a fact. Isn't Schroeder on the trade block too? He
Should be.
Like I said, Scotty Barnes, IQ, and RJ Barrett, the only safe names right now.
That's facts. That's facts. I'll back up Souls. In terms of this trade, I view this as a win-win. I see this working for both teams, especially if these rumors are true of Siakam being excited to be there. He wants an extension if he plans to be there long term, or at least sign. This is definitely a win for the Pacers. I don't think it was a fleece job by anybody. I've seen people saying that the Raptors fleeced the Pacers. No, I don't see it as a fleece. The Pacers are a small market. No one wants to go play in Indiana, so they had to do something. They had to take a risk. I don't think this is the hugest risk. I said this at the time of the trade. I don't think this is the biggest risk because this is a good situation for Siakam compared to other situations he could have seen himself in. For the player that I've at least heard he wants to be, this is your best chance to be it on this team. To still win games, still be able to compete at a level. Obviously, we all have our opinions on this team not being a championship team with Reese at the one. I think I agree with that too. If Tyrese Halliburton is your best player, I don't think you're going to win a championship. I do think you're going to win a playoff series or two and sell tickets. But at the end of the day, that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to take steps, and this is good. I'm liking that. And for the Raptors, hey man, you got your 3 young guys right now. You got you got 2 picks in this draft, including if they have their own 2024 pick or someone else's 2024 pick. God forbid they have 3 or 4 first-round picks this year. You have a good shot at really retooling and building out a roster to go forward in the future. We're seeing a lot of these young teams, for the most part, being able to be competitive, be fun, be exciting. These young players are being good immediately. At least a lot of them. I don't know. I don't want to sit here and compare the 08 class to the 18 class and the 21 class, whatever. But it just seems like a lot of young guys are coming out and impacting teams. So they're putting themselves in a situation to build a formidable new young core in a new Toronto era.
Yeah, I know your guys hate when everybody on stage agrees, and maybe Omar disagrees, but it's not going to stop with me. Yeah, this is definitely a win-win. Certainly a win-win. Now, I'm probably given context, it sounds like everybody is giving both equal grades or like A to A minus or anything like that. I'm a little bit more skeptical from the Pacers' point of view, only because me personally, I'd wait. But it's not a loss. Let me be very clear. It's not a loss. But I was of the mindset, and I still am of the mindset that, hey, man, no harm in just, waiting, seeing what Reese can do, stamping Benedict as a 2, stamping every other young guy on your roster, making sure everyone is who they say they are and is what we expect them to be now that we're in an actual winning environment for the first time since Oladipo. So, and then retooling in the offseason is always like the most optimal thing for teams to do. So I was just like, okay, maybe they could do that. But considering if Siakam is the fit, I don't even have the mindset that they overpaid, because if your guys truly think Siakam is the fit for the team, and I see it as an actual fit, I'm not mad at even a reach or overpay. So overall, it's like a lowercase W for the Pacers to me. I just personally would have timed it a little bit later, but it's nothing bad by any sort stretch. And yes, I know he was free agent before y'all start. You know what I mean when I'm saying time to trade later, get someone else then. But in regards to the Raptors, I hope nobody is arguing they lost the deal. At surface level, they got 3 picks. But they've instantly established a young core in Toronto, and then they're not even done. There's probably more trades to come out of Toronto. So they're on timing. They're finally realizing, hey, it was 1 ring. So they hit the fucking button. I like the move for both teams. You could argue practice patience. I would even make that argument, but there's no way in hell the Pacers aren't, beneficiaries of this trade either.
Shouts out to what's his name? Damn, I kill his name every single time. What's the Raptors GM?
Masai
Ujiri. Masai. I wanna say Majuri, but yeah, shouts out to Masai. And give him another one. And help, maybe even one more. The things that I've been able to see him do and I'm not going to drag this. Things that I've been able to see him do, you know, dating even back to like the DeRozan Lowry moves. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's been good since he got here.
He's been good since he got here. Like I don't. He's been good since he got here. 2013 is when he came into the Raptors organization. You know,
they've never been below 500 except 2020.
Maxed out with the Lowry DeRozan duo could do. Saw that peak, moved off of that peak. You know, fired a coach of the year, Dwayne Casey. You know, he can't get a break. Bring in Nick Nurse, throw the leash out there. You know, for Kawhi Leonard and Danny Green, win a chip. That doesn't work out. Couple years later, draft Scotty Barnes. You know, do all these moves here. The what he's gotten for OG Anunoby and Pascal Siakam has been amazing. I feel like he's maximized pretty much every team that he's had, good, bad, or indifferent. And to me, that honestly goes to the argument of I believe management holds more weight than player, but that's another conversation for another day. We would need more time. I've already made my sentiments on that last video. Please go watch it. I think the only thing that I have to add to this now is that it's good that a small market is being noticed as a free agent destination. Words of Pascal Siakam. It's good to get a win, and that's a win for all the small market boys. You know, more recent wins: Giannis, Jokic. And now this being noted as a free agent destination. So
the Timberwolves,
small market boys, small market boys. So yeah, that's good. What I really want to go in this conversation though is because a friend of the show, Legend of Winning, posed this question. He says that it's just now hitting me that Indiana has done more for Halliburton in 18 months than Charlotte and Atlanta has done for Trey and LaMelo in their entire careers.
Charlotte's not a debate.
Atlanta's a debate.
Atlanta's
a debate. Charlotte's no debate. Charlotte's no debate.
Let me lead this off. Let me lead this off and kind of paint the picture.
Yeah, Charlotte, he's right.
I think we got to start by looking at Indiana for the last 18 months. So he's talking about a year and some change. Mm-hmm. Is that Mathurin and Toppin and that's Jarris Walker, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. Buddy. Oh, hell. Tyrese himself. If anything. Buddy, right? Is that Buddy Hield? Or Buddy Hield was already there for a little while?
Buddy Hield came with Reese. He came with Reese.
Oh, well.
He was in Sacramento. Yeah.
Rick Carlisle. And this is in 18 months. This is in about an 18-month span.
I mean, I would say.
Well, hold on now. I'm not done.
It's his turn.
Yeah, it's what Skip say. It's my turn. You told me it was my turn.
What the fuck, chop card?
Because I gotta speak on my team, right? I let you speak on Anthony Davis when it's your turn, Damo. It's my turn.
I fucking hate Skip, bro.
We traded 5 first-round picks for a guy who is lighting up the trade talks right now, DeJounte Murray. We were 4 years too late to realize that Kevin Huerter wasn't it, DeAndre Bembry wasn't it, DeAndre Hunter isn't it, John Collins isn't it, Clint Capella isn't it, coach after coach after coach isn't it. It just seems so interesting to me. Now, the Hawks have physically done stuff. And I think you could make the case for the Hornets too. They have done stuff. No doubt about that. When we talk about the impact of the move and the thought process behind the move, I think that's where this conversation stems from. So they've done stuff. The Hawks have made a lot of little transactions. The fuck is the impact of these transactions is the real question. I place a card face down and I end my turn.
I feel like for Atlanta, I mean, y'all at least saying
you fool. No, I'm playing. Go ahead.
I didn't even say anything.
Undisputed.
No, I would say at least for Atlanta, I would agree. Indiana has done more. I guess when you lay it out like that, yes, Indiana has done more than both of those situations. but I do feel like grouping Atlanta and Charlotte in the same is kind of disingenuous. Atlanta can hang its hat on it, build a situation where and anyone can say what they want about the run. They did get a conference finals. You had a good team. They've put better players around Trey than Charlotte's put around LaMelo. And situationally, I feel like the situation around Trey is better than it is around LaMelo. I just feel like it's kind of bad to put both of those teams in the same bubble.
Is that true?
It's a start. Yeah. Yes. What?
Wait, what was the conversation? I'm taking notes of something. What was the conversation? Say that again. Say the exact point again.
He said that Atlanta has put better players around LaMelo.
Around Trey than Charlotte has LaMelo.
I'm gonna let the cat out the bag. I am actively going to help everyone find that out. I was literally going through transaction history and noting it. So continue.
I will argue Atlanta already. There's been no All-Star on the Hornets like LaMelo. No All-Star. DeJounte made an All-Star last year, so that's one right there. Secondly, a guy like Clint Capella, he trumps who? The best center LaMelo has played with to this point is Mason Plumlee, Mark Williams. Mark Williams might be the best center he's had so far in his career, his young career. Yeah, because Dwight was the Kemba years. So yeah,
LaMelo's got Terry Rozier.
He's okay. He's had Terry Rozier.
I just want to shout out Terry Rozier.
Trey Young got Bogdanovich. There we go.
No, I'm just saying he's having a great season.
Kevin Rozier isn't a 24-point per game scorer this season. That's what I really want to get it. But I understand.
No. I get that, and I know he's that level of a scorer. But it's crazy because no one expects Terry to be averaging 24. When they hear it, they're like, "Oh, that's wild." Okay, yeah, sure you did, T. Roro. I feel it. I know you did. So you care about him. A lot of people realize
had 20 points per game last year.
That was the most.
Stop.
Oh my god!
I got my hand on the trap card button because that's
not Tsunami Poppy.
Last year he had 2 20-point per game scorers on his team, and last year did Trey Young have 2 20-point per game scorers on his team to go right beside him? Survey says.
How much did Bogey average?
B-Souls, 14 points. I don't know who you think. I don't know what you think these guys are.
I thought he averaged like 17.
How many players average? Hold on. How many players were in double digits for the Hornets that year that you're referring to?
The Hornets last year.
It wasn't last year. Last year, LaMelo was hurt, was he not? That was his injured year.
36 games, yeah. That's talent, though. You want me to go to the year before? Hey, you should have called it out earlier. I think
the year before that was the playing year, correct? 21?
No, 21, 22. They didn't make the playing. But I'll tell you how many. I'll tell you how many. That year they had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and this is 21, 22. And then for the Hawks,
they had 7.
Yeah, they had 7, and then 21, 22 for the Hawks. They had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This don't count.
No, what do you mean it don't count? What don't count?
Because Cameron Oliver played 2 games.
Fuck Cam Oliver.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's some people on here. What do you get?
Nah. It's fuck Cam Oliver for total different reasons. Try to you know.
Cam Reddish played 34 games, so he's also in this conversation. So he had Trey had less. If I'm not mistaken, I count this right. Trey had less.
Shut up, Souls.
Trey had less.
Trey had less double digit.
And that year, scores. There is 1, 2 with John Collins playing 54 games. I think this might be that's not the year John Collins traded him. 3, 4, 5. Cam Reddish would make 6, but he gets traded. Danilo Gallinari will be 7, but he also I don't think he does.
He played there. He played there. What are we doing?
Okay, then Clint Capella makes 8. So that's one more.
I'm trying to see how many wins did the Hawks have that year.
Keep going though. Because we stuck on this. I don't want to.
Keep going on what?
The point about.
I would just say that Atlanta is a better situation than Charlotte has been throughout their career, and it's not like Trey Young's been in the league since 2013 or some shit. It's only been probably 2 years before LaMelo, a year before LaMelo. 2 years since 2018 draft. So I mean, situationally, Atlanta has always been a better destination than Charlotte. Charlotte's just been a shit show, like a legit shit show. Like at least the Hawks have certain peaks. They still been a playoff team. They still been a bit competitive. Charlotte's just been shit.
I don't know, man. I think Atlanta's front office gets too much slack, man.
Oh my God, y'all are tripping.
Hey,
Cause I don't know.
I got it
Because
right
I feel like sometimes in life, right, you just make certain moves that like, oh, it makes sense, you know? And I think everything has a certain probability to it, certain chance of happening. And I think some of the moves that Atlanta made, 70% chance hit rate.
Name it. You got to name it.
The DeJounte Murray trade.
How did that make sense?
Trey, they were looking for a 2 next to Trey Young. DeJounte Murray averaged like 28 and 7 and 2 steals the year prior. You know, maybe Trey and he was also known as a defender. So Trey, DeJounte together,
so
it made sense.
If you're a paper watcher, you're specifically speaking from a paper watcher perspective, right?
No, not necessarily.
So from a film watcher perspective, I don't think you would have thought that made sense. And to be quite fair, I'm not. Yeah, no, actually doesn't make sense.
Well, because they needed a secondary playmaker, from my understanding, right? And he was supposed to bolster their defense to a certain degree.
This isn't even necessarily one of the worst moves to talk about in this thing. So I don't even want to hold you on that point. But if you were paper watching, I guess that made sense. What's another move that made sense?
I think acquiring Clint Capella made sense. I know that was after, not after 2021, but that made sense.
Paper watching.
Okay. Again, the whole point is
go ahead, keep going.
On paper. Okay. John Collins. I thought he was
Trae Young. Before Trae Young.
Okay. Drafting Kevin Huerter. That's part of the front office, drafting people. DeAndre Hunter, drafting him.
So what were these two coming out of college that made you think that it made sense?
Kevin Huerter was known as a sharpshooter. DeAndre Hunter was known as he was supposed to be like a two-way dude going into the league. Am I wrong on that? What were they supposed to be?
Kevin Huerter was a shooter, but he was a 0 on defense. And then also, DeAndre Hunter was a team defender. But this is also somebody that we traded picks up to get. So, like, we moved around draft picks to make it work. And somebody that high, you're not drafting a team defender to be that fourth pick guy. And then Kevin Huerter, if we're supposed to be making a Warriors, because that's what they said at the time, we're supposed to be making a Warriors East. To draft a 0 on defense, but not also an off-ball guy, that also doesn't make any sense.
Kevin Huerter wasn't an off-ball guy? Am I tripping?
Not in Atlanta, no.
All right.
Even in college, no. Not
but essentially what I'm saying is I just feel like there's not to say that every move was just, this was supposed to make sense, it just didn't hit. But, you know, I feel like sometimes in life you just take certain risk, and it's a 70% chance it was gonna make sense and be in your favor, but you land on that 30 and you're cooked. You know, so I just don't think they're that bad. That's
no disrespect. You don't watch you don't watch college basketball. You don't watch a lot of the teams that we're talking about on a day-to-day basis either. So, like, on paper, a lot of these moves do make sense. But that's like the same thing that a lot of Lakers fans were saying. Yeah, we need DeJounte Murray. He's a defender. Until somebody really pulls the film and shows y'all, guys, he's not a defender. So I hear you, because on paper, like, oh, he got an all-star, he's a defender. That's what they told us. But that's what he never was.
Again, the defense, if you expected DeJounte Murray to be a DPOY, carry the defense type of player, I thought you were bugging. I never thought he was going to be that. But he was still, for a lot of people, and I think it made sense, average at the very least to a slightly above average defender. Am I wrong on that assessment? When y'all traded for him?
Oh, that's
to have those expectations?
No. That's what they thought. And they thought he could guard 2s and 3s. He can't guard 2s and 3s. He can only guard 1s.
So those were just wrong expectations to expect DeJounte Murray to be an above. Okay. That's fine. But even from a
position, on any other position that's not a point guard, yes.
Okay. And then from the secondary shot playmaking perspective, was that not also expected from him, and did he not fulfill that role as well?
That wasn't a bad expectation, but it was also, I guess you should have understood that those numbers were inflated because he was the only thing in San Antonio.
Okay, that's fair.
For anybody who is undecided or anything like that, I've written down the significant moves. I'm going to speed run them. Since 2018-19 when Trae Young was drafted, they traded Justin Anderson. They traded for Justin Anderson in the 2022 first. Insignificant people. We don't need to talk about it. They got Vince Carter and Alex Lynn. That was the rookie season. In 2020, they get Cam Reddish. You know how that ended, so make your determination pick, make your opinion from there. But they trade Jackson Hayes and Nikhil Alexander Walker in the second for Hunter. That second round pick did end up becoming Herb Jones, and they also acquire Clint Capella. They draft Onyeka, get signed Rondo, sign Bogdanovich, sign Gallo, and hire Nate McMillan the following season. I think that was in 2021. I want to say where I think they made the ACF that year. I'm gonna double check that. I always confuse that. The following draft, they get Jalen Johnson. They sign Lou Williams, extend John Collins, DeLon Wright for Chris Dunn, Bruno Fernando in a second. They also signed bigs Jaleel Okafor and Gorgie Jang. And then the infamous DeJounte Murray trade we were hinting to thus far. And then currently this season, they have obviously got AJ Griffin on roster, Kevin Herter for Mo Harkless. No,
he was still in the league.
Yeah, right. Harkless Holiday in 2024. Frank Kaminsky, Sadiq Bey, Quinn Snyder, and John Collins for Rudy Gay in a second. Oh, wait, that's last year. This year, my fault. That's 2023. Pardon me. This year they haven't done shit.
And honestly, it might even be a better move to look at the positive moves because a lot of them are shit. But even I want to note right here, even with the Cam Reddish, and what I'm arguing for those that may have got lost in the weeds, there's no difference. Charlotte and Atlanta are two sides of the same shitty coin. It's the Spider-Man meme pointing at each other. The only difference is Trae Young is better than LaMelo Ball, so therefore they've been able to ascend to higher peaks. And there's been some opportunity there in which they've been able to sneak into the playoff, play in or whatever, and then kind of ascend there. And there's like a little bit more maturity on the Atlanta roster than the Jail Hornets. I just want to note here, Tomo, do you think Cam Reddish should have been drafted 8?
No.
You think he should have been drafted?
I'm trying to think back to that draft. Was the Cam Reddish draft the same as the DeAndre Hunter draft, or no? Because I want to say I'm gonna be honest. I always said they messed up, and everyone's gonna call me crazy, but anyone that knew me at the time knew I was pushing this agenda. That DeAndre Hunter pick, I swore up and down, Bol Bol's the missing piece. Get Bol on Atlanta. Instead, at this pick right here, because they had 2 picks in the first round. They had them getting the DeAndre Hunter, and then who was the second pick that round? That year.
They got DeAndre Hunter. Oh, and then Cam Reddish. But
that was that year.
Yeah, that was that year. They drafted Jackson Hayes at 8, and then DeAndre Hunter or Cam Reddish at 10. And then I guess they did some maneuvering, right? Because Jackson Hayes wasn't on that team.
Yep. I always said that.
And the kill for Hunter.
I always said Hunter or Cam Reddish. One of those picks should have been Bol. So yeah, I do think he shouldn't have been picked 8.
And hell, both of them. But not even because you felt that way. I'm really asking you because remember that Duke season, how abysmal he was?
Yes, he looked way bad. He looked way worse after like he was like the number 1 player in high school going into college that year, right? He was number 1. Wasn't him, Zion, and RJ like 1, 2, and 3? Or I want to say top 5,
somewhere around there. But the one that was supposed to have the most talent, best talent was
supposed to be the best player, and drastically underachieved.
Shot abysmally from everywhere on the court. Turned the ball over. Couldn't make plays. Terrible shot diet. All that on a team that honestly he was getting the 3rd most attention. Right, just abysmal, and they drafted him 8. I just want to. The Hawks make bad moves, dog.
I feel you. But if you start hearing the moves that the Hornets decide to make, then you'll be like, "Oh, it does get worse."
Hey, listen. This is not me caping for them. This is just me saying that both of them make both of them make shitty moves, like terrible,
100%. 100%. That's why I said initially with Low Sweet, he's right. The Pacers have done more in 18 months, especially when you really lay it out there. They have done. That question, without a doubt, true statement, with no cap in that. I just felt there is a difference between how bad Atlanta's doing and how bad Charlotte is and how bad they're doing. I do think it's 2 different levels. It could be shit tier, F tier. Like, don't get me wrong, it's 2 bad situations. I do think Charlotte is noticeably worse.
I will say I didn't necessarily give my take this whole time because I was doing the research on it. Looking at the Pacers moves, and comparing them to the Hawks move. Now I'm comparing them laterally. Even if I were to never have seen any of these guys play and I were to only have 2K knowledge, I agree with the tweet. I think the Pacers have certainly done more. They immediately get Jalen Smith. They get Neesmith. They trade Brogdon. They what else they do? They got Rick Carlisle. That's what I was trying to mess up. They got Rick Carlisle, and even if I were to just time skip to just the Siakam thing, I mean, it's so serious. Those 4 moves are about as, if not significantly more impactful than essentially extending John Collins, getting Clint Capella, and drafting Hunter and Cam in the same time. I think I'm actually going Indiana here. It's debatable, but I got Indiana.
Well, let me ask y'all this to add to the conversation. Because now we're getting into the comparison of the point guards themselves. Do you think that it is a situation of luck or whatever the case may be? Or do you think it's actually easier to build around Reese than it is Trey and LaMelo?
I don't think it's easier. I think essentially they all have the same play style. Willing passers who are also bucket getters, who also can go out for 30, 40, 50 points if they're hot. But still guys that are willing to pass. Now, yes, there is differences in shot selection, shot timing, shot confidence. They're all confident, but I feel like LaMelo feels like any shot's a good shot for him. And somehow Trey feels even more of that. So it's kind of, I mean, I don't want to call them shot chuckers, but in the sense of how these guys play as scoring guards, same play style. So I don't think it is easier for one than the other. Well, for health, I will put Trey and Reese over LaMelo. He's been the least healthy. And then I would say Trey Young over Reese because he's been more healthy than Reese so far in Reese's short career. That's really the only difference. Other than that, is straight management of assets and talent and assessing draft picks and trades and all that shit.
Yeah, no, I'm not giving the Hawks any excuse. Both, if not all 3 of these point guards, you have to if you were to try to prove B Souls wrong or Becky Hammond wrong or any person that doesn't have the point guards being successful thing, you would have to make teams with significant defense at 2 through 5. And these teams have not, outside of Indiana, these teams just haven't even attempted that at all. The Hawks especially, they've doubled down on offense routinely. So no, I don't think it's a matter of skill set, especially when you consider the skill set of Trey Young and Tyrese. One's just like taller. If that makes them better to you, then go for it. But it's not like Tyrese is locking up. He only has more defensive potential due to his height, but that's it. It's not like he's a way better defender.
Yeah, I think the ceilings of teams led by these 3, they're about the same. The only difference makers would be, like what Damo said, it would be a health conversation, and you would have to like really bank on intangibles. Oh, this guy really got the it factor. This guy doesn't. But yeah, no, I don't think one is significantly easier to build around compared to the other person.
I think in part of the conversation, to me, I mean, let me say this. I think that all of them have their faults. Like, I think LaMelo, and I hate to sound like an old head here, just doesn't take the game seriously.
I don't think he does either.
Like, he just...
I've been had that, but I was called a hater, but I was like, yo. I mean, he'll get it one day. But
no, I did. I watched the Hornets Heat highlights the other day, and it really wasn't highlights. It was all his shot attempts, and I was just like, I was not blown away, but I was like, man, he plays like he's still currently at Chino Hills. Trey Young defense and, his involvement in the game sometimes. What's it called? And then for Tyrese Halliburton, the little no-look passes. I'm tired of that. But nonetheless, what I'm saying is, I think that through all their flaws and all that stuff, I think that this is more of a testament to the conversation that we were having a minute ago, last pod or whatever, to what truly like a competent organization can do and will do versus what an incompetent organization. We talked about the trades and stuff that they made and the players and coaches and stuff that they've shuffled. We also forgot about the organizational shifts that they've had. The Hawks have also ran through like,
I want to say 3 coaches.
No, not coaches, GMs.
Oh, yeah. I think that's also true too.
They've gone through 2-3 GMs since Trey's been there. I think I want to say ownership switched hands one time as well.
Check that. I'm pretty
But
sure
they've gone through executives like Landry Fields, Knicks Landry Fields, shooter, 3-and-D guy, early 3-and-D guy. He's our executive now. But that was off of what's buddy that was the
I see Travis and
Lane.
Landry. Yeah, Travis and Landry.
Travis
You had two.
So he's had 2, and he's been in the league in what, 5 years now?
Landry or Travis?
No, Trey. Trey's been in the league 5
Oh,
years.
Trey. Yeah, Trey been here 5 years. You had 3 coaches, 2 GMs, or 2 executives.
That's 2 different philosophies as to how to build a team. What consistency, what direct, like, and it takes more than just that time in order to go forward with a plan, especially when you're talking about building a program and stuff like that. The instability. Now, and you got to make the right decision. The Pacers came in and seemed to make the right decision the first time, and it just took off. And not saying that like we think
that's right.
And not that we're saying we think that they're finals contenders or whatever the case may be, but it seems like they've just made every right move so far.
My question would be if Siakam doesn't end up re-signing and the Pacers max out with this core as a second round exit, and like 2 years from now they're essentially where Charlotte and Atlanta are right now, are we having different thoughts about their management?
I guess so, because based off of what's being reported and based off of what he's saying that he really enjoys them, the team. So if he doesn't resign, I'm now thinking you went in there and you just blew it. You blew the whole thing.
But that's what I'm saying. Wouldn't like the conversations we're having, aren't they too like outcome reliant instead of like looking at the moves in a not so hindsight is 2020 type of perspective?
No, because I think the way, at least from my perspective, I think we're assessing the players for who they are truly. Because that's the way that I've been assessing the players. Like if you were watching DeJounte Murray and thought that if you were watching DeJounte Murray and thought these things but wasn't really watching DeJounte Murray, then that's why I think that they're wrong for making those moves and about giving up all that capital. But what they gave up for Pascal Siakam and stuff like that, then I think that that's like a better move, because I know what he is, at least what I perceive that he is. And I've watched him a little bit, so.
I think that it'd take a lot for me to revise their moves, because they've even done a good job trading away veteran talent for young talent and consistently hitting on that young talent. Jalen Smith and Andrew pretty much GG the conversation there. Anybody else, I mean, I guess. But considering you gave up Torrey Craig for that, like you did pretty good. And I know Jalen Smith, I don't even think he's there anymore, but you get the principle. I think the Pacers, in order for me to look at their front office differently, they would have to lose Siakam and then pretty much do nothing. If they lose Siakam and then revamp another team, considering they would have just gotten that money back, then let's see what happens. I wouldn't necessarily think they're different. They may have a miss in there now, but I wouldn't think of them any differently. But if they lose Siakam and then they sign, I don't know, John Collins, unironically, then I'd be like, okay, well, niggas just trying to fill up the cap, the contract slot.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But I do have a question before we end the clip. And this is just on the spot ass question, really for Omar or anybody, but especially Omar because he's been harping on this take for a while. How many good front offices do you think are in the league right now? If you have a guesstimate, because obviously that's like name your top 10 homies. He's not on that shit, but like you had to estimate how many good front offices would you say there are?
Ooh. So I actually think the whole Atlantic division is good. So that's 5. That's the Celtics, the Sixers, the Knicks, the Nets, the Raptors.
Yeah, I'd agree.
And did the Nets just changed to Sean Marks, right? But they had Sean Marks last year. So
I'd let the Nets slide. If Nets is contentious, I'd let them slide.
Yeah. I would say that Milwaukee is fine. Cleveland is fine. Pacers are fine. That's 3 right there. Chicago and Pistons not fine. I would say Miami is cool. Orlando is cool. So that's a good portion of them in the East right there. There's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bad, I would say, run organizations in the East. And then in the West, the whole Northwest Division besides the Trailblazers. In the Pacific, I would say the Kings, the Clippers, and then I'm bashing the Warriors, so the rest of them is Phoenix. Phoenix is like really borderline.
I would say Phoenix, no, in my opinion.
And then Houston and maybe Memphis.
Oh, I like Houston. Oh no, I like Houston. I thought Houston was a no-brainer personally.
Yeah, Houston and maybe Memphis in the Southwest Division. Everybody else probably not.
Yeah.
So
is Dallas not in the Southwest Division?
They are.
You
don't like Dallas?
Yeah.
Let me disagree with Dallas, but I don't think Houston's in contention. I mean, should be like contested against. I think Houston's clearly good. They just don't have top end talent at the moment. Shout out Sengun. And then I know a lot of people are going to grill the Nets thing, and that's probably a hot take, but I'm actually with you there. Now, it will turn into a disagreement if they just sit on pause if needed, sit with Mikal Bridges for like 3 years extra. And it's like, all right, well, you ain't going to do nothing with them, trade them. But I'm not mad at what Brooklyn's done either.
I was looking at, and this we can move on off this. I was looking at I was listening to a podcast earlier, and they were talking about the disparity in some of these teams and how bad the bad teams are. And they were noting that like teams are just getting smarter, teams are getting better, they're getting ran better, coached better, level of play is better. And that's why, like, the Detroit Pistons can't eke out a win. Oh, and they're taking the regular season more seriously too. That's why the Detroit Pistons can't just eke out some wins or whatever the case may be on some of these better teams, is because people are taking it more seriously, and teams are just run better, and coaches are coaching better, and players are playing better, et cetera, et cetera. They said it's like 5 teams that are on pace for 60 losses.
Damn. That's true.
I think this is the least amount of purgatory type of teams for me. So
yeah, a lot of literally outside of the bottom 3 seeds in both conferences, it's games apart. And that's not even hyperbole. It's literal games apart from 12 up in both conferences. I remember at one point, the West literally looked like a damn meme, or like a 5-year-old made them and just went 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25. It literally was like that. So, yeah, no, I'd agree with that. I'd agree with that idea that, yeah, some of these teams that thought they could still drag and make money are realizing, hey, you ain't gonna make that money no more in a minute. Like, no cap, you're like, you ain't gonna make that money anymore. And I like it. The only random take that I have on that is, hey, make some rules for defense, man. This shit's getting out of hand. I don't care. Make some rules for defense. Go ahead, bring back hand check. I don't know. That wouldn't work, but do something.
I think it's Trailblazers, Pistons, Hornets, Wizards, Spurs, and then potentially Memphis.
Remove the challenges. Yeah.
Oh, chill. Just two
many
minute
correct
warning
now.
Yeah. 2 minute warning. 2 minute warning, bro.
You know what's funny? JJ Redick recently had a clip where he basically broke down the fact that it's not as many offensive rules as y'all think in terms of this new era of basketball. There's actually been more rules in favor of the defense,
right,
in later years. In terms of the offensive moves they've eliminated or they deemed illegal compared to whatever they allow defenders to do, or they allow defenders to do to offense players or things that benefit the offensive player. It's not as many offensive rules as people think. It's kind of crazy.
They need better ones.
I was like, damn, that is kind of true.
Because that wave of defensive rules a couple years ago, I'm not gonna say they went down the drain. They do actually get called. In my personal opinion, they get called. Except the flopping one, that's a little shaky. But postseason will be all right. Or I keep saying postseason. In the off season, we'll be all right. But no, I said it right the first time. Fuck. But either way, the point is, they just gotta get better rules. They gotta get better rules, bro. It still feels like it's too easy to maneuver them, but they have added a lot more in terms of quantity. No, you're right. You're definitely right.
It's not. It's play style, man.
I think you should be allowed to have like 2 free hacks a game.
Okay.
They do need penalty. I will say they should implement. They should implement a penalty box.
Clotheslines, because fuck.
They should implement a penalty box type of feature in basketball, like it is in NHL. Man, let niggas throw hands.
Hell yeah! I'm about to
Let
say they
niggas
gonna
throw
literally
hands, man.
fight. Oh no!
Let them,
Niggas
let
like
Draymond
UD
hit
gonna
somebody.
come back to the league.
Let
doing all
Draymond hit
that.
somebody. They hit him back. Man, just sit out for 2 minutes, man. Y'all keep playing ball. Let's go, man. Keep the game going.
I'm just saying one hard foul on Joel Embiid that doesn't get called. Like
Oh,
it was a clear foul, just let it go.
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
Any thoughts on DeJounte Murray being traded? Because all of a sudden he's in trade talks, but I actually believe these trade talks for whatever the case may be this time around.
Not the longest thought bubble, but he should go. He's not what you guys thought you were getting, even though I think Omar's been a little too harsh on him in terms of expectation. Expectation was there, but yeah, he's if it ain't 6'5" and under, I don't like it. I don't like the defense, and to be honest, nowadays I don't like the defense at all. But that's a different conversation for a different day. He's not what you guys need. I always thought, hey, DeJounte can work, but you guys really need defensive wings that can create shots. I know that's like damn near all-stars by most people's mentality, but there's not. You can find some wings that can do a little tween. I'm not asking for a 20-point per gamer, but I think the Hawks need to realize they need to double down on defense, and or truth be told, you niggas don't want to hear it, but if you can't do it and you're incompetent, this is your fault. But hey, you gotta do what you can to make your money, bro. Let that man free at that point. But I think that's way down the line. I think first things first, just trade DeJounte. You're not getting any value out of him.
I think they definitely need to trade DeJounte. I'm glad he's in trade talks. He shouldn't have been a Hawk. Made no sense. DeJounte was a point guard. Made no sense to be like, let's put him at the 2 next to trade. That I already knew that was going to end horribly. Taking the ball out of his hands for a guy that everyone said, all right, we get Trae Young to play a little more off ball at the point guard. And Hawk fans told you 10 games in, yeah, Trae's not playing off the ball more. He's just standing still. He's not doing anything. He's just waiting to get the ball back. And I was like, yeah, it's toast. I don't know how long DeJounte's going to last. Get him on a team that actually needs a point guard, preferably a team that's trying to contend needs a point guard, which when you look around the league, I'm going to say I don't think they want to stir. I don't think they want to rock the ship over there yet. I think they're going to wait it out. But when you look around, it's not that many competitive teams in need of a starting point guard unless they're giving up a starting point guard. So it's kind of, I don't know if DeJounte's about to be stuck in this rabbit hole of having to play the 2 now because these last year and a half, 2 years, whatever the fuck it's going to be. But I hope he gets to a situation, maybe one in the La La Land, where he's able to flourish as a lead guard.
You sick bastard.
I was about to ask you that. With La La Land, welcome DeJounte Murray, because I know y'all were harsh on Zach LaVine. So,
I think La La Land will welcome DeJounte Murray for a nice package of D'Lo, Rui Gay Vincent. Pick your poison. Just not Austin Reeves. I'm sorry, Laker fans, to the ones that are upset that niggas like Austin Reeves and don't want to trade him. I mean, we liked Alex Caruso and didn't want him to leave. This nigga leaves, becomes an all defensive player. Nigga, no. Like, let's stop. If we like him, our intuition is pretty goddamn good at this point. Let's stop letting niggas walk. Let's stop getting rid of people for the sake of these expiring deals. Guys that it's like, all right, is he going to work? If you come into the La La Land, if you come to LA and flourish under the lights, you're a dog. What are we talking? Y'all heard friend of the show, Roy Hibbert. It's hard playing out there. It's real pressure. Reeves, since his rookie year, embraced the pressure. That's why I'm mad we lost Matt Ryan.
Yeah, well, Matt Ryan, you might be wilding, but Matt Ryan, you might be wilding. But no, like even in chat right now, you got people trying to Reeves overrated, bad defender, all that extra shit. Guys, y'all did the exact same thing as the Laker fan talking to non-Laker fans, I assume. Y'all did the exact same shit with Caruso. Fair enough, the exact same thing with Taylor Horton-Tucker, but guess who wasn't a fan of Taylor Horton-Tucker? A lot of Laker fans wanted to pack up Taylor Horton-Tucker. Damo was one of the low-key rare breed that didn't want to pack up Taylor Horton-Tucker. I don't know how the fuck. I don't know how whenever the purple and gold is in, we just get dishonest discourse, but it is a fun team to laugh at. I've done it in NBA league, so it's fun to laugh at the Lakers. I do see the hype, but this is ridiculous. Austin Reeves is somebody that really shouldn't be in talks unless it's a bona fide cringe 3rd-star guy, but I don't want that. I don't want a 3rd-star guy on this team because that's not what this team should be trying to do. Anybody that's going to insinuate, imply, or demand LeBron James and Anthony Davis have the ball in their hands less, stupid. I'm just gonna say it. That is how it is. You need somebody who can. Hey, LeBron ain't got it. Help, but you don't want somebody to. All right, we got to run plays for this nigga. Every time we've done that, it's gone left. Don't want that. In terms of DeJounte, for what? Because I'm trying to think like realistically, what would the Hawks want from us? And outside of Reeves, I think Omar just like jumps off a cliff if it's Rui Hachimura and Biggs. I don't know what I don't know what they would want. So I don't think it's gonna happen.
You can dangle Rui and J
Max
Hood.
Christie.
Rui, Max Christie, J Hood.
Jackson Hayes.
Get him back. Redemption Hayes arc.
Oh my God. We miss
Whatever
you.
it picks.
We miss you, my friend.
Maxwell Lewis. Y'all
Second-round draft
rebuilding.
pick. Ooh.
I'm about to say, hey, yo, Laker fans sliced the shit out of Maxwell Lewis, dog. They were telling me, yo, this is like 3 and D, like literally Sage, you're gonna love this guy. Haven't seen him hit the court, so I'm not attached. I'm sorry.
Again, I'm not a big contract guy, so I don't know how it'll work out. But if he can find himself in Orlando, I don't know. I like that fit. They need more guard play there, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Orlando.
Yeah.
You muted, Dama.
Dama, you're muted.
I'm sorry. I think you must have forgot. Him and Paulo are not on good terms. Like,
I did forget
I don't
about
think you
that.
remember that. I don't think. I
I
mean, unless you
never
got the Russell Westbrook, Pat Beverly, the situation. Especially after he just gamed him. After Paulo hit the clutch shot, then he came up and gamed him. Man, Paulo don't want to see this man right now. He don't want to see his face.
Yeah, never mind. That won't work.
Yeah,
Brooklyn? What about Brooklyn?
Are they trying to compete?
Are they?
That's
I
the
don't
thing.
know what Brooklyn's doing at this point. Is Mikal really him? Let's talk about it.
Stop it. Stop. Now that's criminal. Now you're nasty.
Hey, the
Now
conversation.
you're nasty.
I have seen the conversation start.
What conversation?
People call. Hey,
Motherfucker shot
people saying
25
the
points per
defense-
game last season.
He was a
It's only going to
motherfucking-
go up from here.
They
He
said
was
the
a
defense
motherfucking
is
That's
fake.
third
all.
option.
They said, "Hey, life ain't so great when they scheming for you." I've seen a lot.
They say you're the new DeJounte Murray.
To be a number
They say
Okay.
you're the new DeJounte Murray. Who is this guy defensively for real?
Y'all niggas hate everybody. What? the whole thing about Mikal
You're
was
supposed to be
he's
Lamp.
He's a third option flourishing. What are we doing? What are we
Hey,
doing?
he's not
Nobody's
flourishing
looking
like
at him as the number
Hollywood.
one.
A 3rd option flourishing all of a sudden. This is crazy.
Nobody was
He's supposed to
calling
be
this nigga
Jimmy
number
Butler. He's
one,
supposed to
bro.
be next gen Paul George, Jimmy Butler, man. Like,
my God.
And that's J-Dub,
Oh.
right?
Disgusting, man. Y'all not too much
I'm
on
just
Big
saying,
Cal, man. I ain't gonna let
people
y'all
see-
do that, man.
I'm just saying, he gets there. You see 26 and 5 on 47 from the 48 from the
He's
field,
him.
38 from 3.
Well, everybody call
yeah,
everybody.
Mikal got this. He come out here 21,
21.
5, 45 from the field, down 6 from 3. It's like, all right, gang. I thought you would take a step.
Yo,
I thought you was one of
Where
them.
that leap? Where that leap?
Nigga,
All
not
right,
leaping.
is the Tatum fan talking about leaps? What are we doing?
Oh, here you go. Damn.
Yeah. I can't take him down. He's on my team. You is a Tatum fan talking about leaps right now? What?
You
Man,
leaped over the Nuggets. See that dunk?
barely.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
Whoever want to upgrade that point
Yeah.
guard, that's the answer. Because yeah, Damo's right. Every other team has a point guard that's so sufficient. You're gonna need an upgrade at point guard, and I don't know how many. That's a different conversation. All right, listen to that. That's the real conversation. How many is he better than? But I digress.
They could find it. Well, not find a way, especially because they've overrated him. I've heard like the Timberwolves name be thrown out there.
Oh well, yeah, Mike Conley. Yeah, he's better than Mike Conley.
Yeah,
so.
this
Fair enough.
From Mike
The
Conley.
DeJounte Anthony Edwards backcourt.
Shit, if they somehow kept that entire starting 5, they're nasty. I get them. I get a
That
team
sound
with
like-
that.
Well,
Sound
you
like
gotta,
some dogs.
you gotta get rid of what's his name? McDaniel.
Probably Nas, right?
Or
Oh,
not.
no,
Nas.
They better leave.
No.
DeJounte
I'm
right
saying if
there.
they had to get DeJounte, and you telling me they keep their whole 5, yeah, Nas has to go.
We already number 1 in the West.
Yeah, I'm about to
No.
say. Now,
Yeah,
if you somehow stole Nas Reed from them, oh, Hawks fans, that's the first W. That's the crazy W. Nas with Trey is like, Perfect.
Anyway, let's keep going. I think there's a day left on this. They just had the final voting, or well, I'm sorry, voting ends is the last reporting on it, but we have not made all-star picks on here.
Oh shit.
We have not done that. So as the votes round out, it looks like Giannis is the top vote getter in the Eastern Conference of the front court. Tyrese has eclipsed and then some by a million Trae Young as the guard spot. On the West Coast, LeBron James, top front court getter, just right over Jokic and Kevin Durant. And then for the guards, Luka topping Steph Curry. I ain't gonna lie.
Giannis having the most voices. Interesting.
No, it's not, man. That goes to show that people are being xenophobic, bro. These guys can be the faces of the league. That's what this shows. Fans don't care if you need a translator. If they can't say your name, how do you know?
I want how many? Well, I know we wouldn't know the answer, but how many? What percentage of those votes do you think came from Africa and Greece?
30%.
30% is crazy.
15.
15% is crazy.
Maybe, I don't know, 10, 8.
You don't think LeBron getting no votes out of Africa?
No. I honestly think not all of them, but I think he gets a good portion of them from the Greek folks and the Africans.
All-star conversation.
I'm just saying, is Giannis the most famous player in the game now? Is that what that?
Nah.
Maybe I'm misreading the numbers, but
hell no.
Okay.
Hell no. He may be the most famous one in terms of people giving a fuck to open the NBA app and vote. Sure. But in terms of
he's just the most consensus guy for the front court in the East, which makes sense. In the West, it might be a little harder battle for the first spot.
You would say that until he gets out there and he got 500,000 more votes than LeBron out the West.
Okay.
And I think it's crazy. And I think it's crazy how on that list compared to the first one we seen, hey man, Cat's not there no more. Which Cat had the lowest amount of votes in totality. Both conferences. Now Sabonis right there, gang. Big Sabonis.
The best rebounder.
Offensive and defensive.
The times have changed, man. Remember that conversation? Cat clears Porzingis.
Does he?
Not anymore, buddy.
The
tides definitely have turned, man. Damn.
Let us do our voting right now. The way it works is you vote for your guards. A tortilla chip. And then you vote. I think you get 2 guards, right?
Yeah, 2 guards, 3 front court players.
3 front court players. I just pulled this up for a frame of reference. So B-Souls, we'll start with B-Souls. Who are your 2 guards in the Eastern Conference? I'm pretty sure you don't need this for that, but
I actually voted. I forgot, but just off of what I saw, Donovan Mitchell and Trae Young, I think is who I ended up with.
Okay, Damo, who are your 2 guards for the Eastern Conference?
Jalen Brunson, Tyrese Halliburton.
I'm gonna try to be quick on my decision making here. I'm gonna go with Tyrese Halliburton, and you know what? I'm a stand. Sorry, D-Mitch. I'm a stand. Sorry, D-Mitch. Let me go with Reese and D-Mitch here.
Let me go ahead and go.
Oh wait, never mind. I had Hallie and Trae Young. My bad.
Yeah, because she wanted to gobble me, swallow me. Let me go Reese and Trae. Let me go Reese and Trae for me. Bezos, who are your 3 front court players?
Embiid, Giannis, and Tatum.
Damo?
Damn, I don't want to retweet, but that's literally who I voted for. Embiid, Giannis, and Tatum. Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, you doing a lot. To be honest, you gotta do a lot, man. What you gotta make the Bam argument? I fuck with Bam this year, but
that's a him for class and retweeting.
Yeah, I'm about to say you gotta do a lot to not say them 3.
Have y'all seen the tweets of the NBA fans tagging K-pop stands? Hey, K-pop stands. Vote for Bam Adebayo for All-Star this weekend. This shit for the Swifties too. That shit was funny as fuck.
All right, so let's do this then. Give me your 2 guard backups for the Eastern Conference, Bezos.
Jalen Brunson and Donovan Mitchell.
Okay, Damo.
Donovan Mitchell and LaMelo Ball.
Oh, brother.
I'm even here. Because that might be weird. Shit, man. Fuck it. For content. Give me Trey Young and Damian Lillard.
Oh, brother.
For the content, man. It's like, nah, it'd probably be Brunson. It'd probably be Trey.
Yeah, I'm about to say not Damo. Sage is gonna be the only one that gives Dame love here. It's Jalen Brunson and Donovan Mitchell. If I had to sneak one more person in, Derek White.
Oh no,
Yeah,
I'm
coaching.
picking Dame at that point. I'm picking
Honorary
Dame.
fifth guard.
I'm picking Dame at that point. Anybody get hurt?
Terry
Dame
Rozier. I'm
in
picking
there.
Terry Rozier before Dame.
All right, stop.
Dame is nah.
Stop.
Okay.
What are we doing?
Okay.
Bogdanovich before Dame.
Oh no. Okay, yes. Okay, I think you're crazy for fucking roll over Dame. Yes. I
Jalen
think you're
Suggs?
right. So,
Give me your three backups for forward Bezos or the backcourt.
Could you pull up the list again? Because I don't.
Oh, you don't
Yeah,
know
I'm
NBA
about to
players?
say, yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
No, I don't. My bad.
Uh-oh.
That's cool. That's cool.
Let me go ahead. Ooh, how good are his numbers? Because I know he was making fun of this franchise, but that's my guy. I like him. He's good.
Off rip, I got Julius
Mikal,
Randle.
21, 4, and 5.
I got Julius Randle, Paolo, and let's give Detroit some love. I got Bogdanovich.
Oh, hell no.
I
Hell no.
Detroit needs to win. Detroit needs to win.
They don't. They absolutely do
Matter of
not.
fact, let me put Cade in there instead of Donovan Mitchell, man. That's where I'm gonna give Detroit some love.
Jesus. I'm gonna go. You gotta go
Kuzma.
Julius at this point, to be honest. I'm gonna go Julius. I'm gonna go Bam, and I'm gonna probably go. No, I'm gonna go Paulo. Go Paulo.
Randall, Bam, Brown.
I got you. Paulo, Scotty Barnes, and high key. Give me Jimmy Butler, man.
Oh wow.
Counts as front. Pause if needed. Counts as front court.
No, Mikal, huh?
Yeah.
Nah, man.
No, Mikal. No, Mikal.
It's not moving the needle for me this year. I
Not
don't know what it is.
really. I don't know what it is.
Not
Man.
really a needle mover.
Oh, my
Somebody
God.
said, "Where is Maxey?" At home.
Yeah, I'm about to say. Tell you, yeah, it's 5 people.
On side of the
No,
court,
it's
in
4 people.
Full fashion get up, man. Watching
Well,
the
you
game
know
with
what?
other NBA players.
Maxey will be there on the All-Star weekend. He'll definitely be in the skills challenge.
I'm about to say 3-point contest. You know,
You'll see the nigga throwing passes in the dunk contest.
how high can he jump? He might make the dunk contest. Sophomores versus rookies, or what is it? Young versus old, whatever game.
Third-year player, ain't he?
Yeah. He'll probably have a couple Sierra. Oh, they don't have those no more. A couple Gatorade commercials.
Sierra
Yeah.
Mist. Damn.
He can just
Stories now, man. They got stories.
Where's the game at? Indiana?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's
in
why I got-
Indiana. Yeah, Tyrese Maxey.
That's why
pulls
Reese
up.
is starting, baby. Come on.
Siakam definitely gonna be there then.
Maxey disrespect is crazy.
So,
Chat, y'all gotta learn how to. Chat, y'all gotta
Me
learn
too.
the skill accounting.
Next to Miles Turner.
I'm all for it, chat, but y'all have to know how to count, bro. It's like
Please give me
Thinks the boys gonna have a section.
2 people.
give me your 2 guards for the Eastern Conference.
Luca and SGA.
Yeah, this is actually a very good debate. Yeah.
Is it? I'm about to say, is it a good debate?
It's like debate in terms of talent, but it's like how do you vote your all-star in terms of this season though? Yeah, you probably got to tell Curry sit this one out. It's probably Luka SGA.
Probably. I'm sitting his ass down myself. Hey, buddy, fuck down. Reese,
Yeah.
not Reese. SGA,
Down.
Luka. That's my 2 picks.
Yeah, let's
You still end up saying Reese.
How about
bro.
Reese?
Get
Jeez,
it out your
dude.
mouth, bro.
On
Jeez,
time.
dude. Well, we know who you have a crush on.
Yo, Damo's favorite players of 2024: Tyrese Maxey, Sir Thompson. God. Oh, Tyrese Halliburton. My bad.
Maxie.
I'm gonna retweet that one as well. Let's keep going. Front court. I think I actually know who we're gonna do backward as well. I'm actually not gonna vote Kevin Durant, so let's just. Yeah, go ahead. Sage,
They're
go ahead.
not gonna want to hear this, and I'm gonna go first because I'm gonna get fucking Laker. Anthony Davis is definitely here. Jokic is easily here. And then the third name?
Oh yeah, you got three. You right.
Yeah. And then the third name, I want to be nice to a lot of people. Put Katie in the goddamn game, bro.
Oh wait, so no LeBron?
Oh shit, LeBron James exists. Oh yeah, you're done, buddy. Oh yeah, you're done, pal. You're
There
done.
you go. Personally, I went Jokic, KD, and LeBron. AD sits.
Damo?
Personally, I went AD, LeBron, and Lloyd Marketing. Jokic 6. Sorry, buddy. No. Instead of marketing, I'm sorry. AD, LeBron, and Kawhi Leonard. That's who I actually picked.
Kawhi Leonard.
Jokic, huh? Okay, well.
Kawhi's been having a savage little year, man. Cheeky good year.
Yes.
Okay. Paul George MVP. I'm actually gonna go with Jokic, AD, LeBron. Let's get 2 Lakers in there. Let's rig the league again. Let's make the league rigged again.
Yes, he sees the vision. Finally, bro. Every 5 to 6 years.
Now pick your two guys that are gonna back up the guards. I'm gonna go ahead and put it out there. The answer is De'Aaron and Anthony Edwards. So
Oh my god.
Maybe your answers, buddy.
Curry and Ant.
Oh, retweet. Damn, it's still mine. Yeah, I'm going Curry.
It really should be booked, but
I'm about to say, yeah, I was going book
Put Curry in
I
there.
was going book in.
damn, so no Curry. Just
No Curry is
man.
nasty.
Curry can sit with Aisha. I don't care. What?
No Curry is crazy.
is it?
Yeah.
I'm not.
It's
Yeah.
the
I'm
All-Star
done with
this
the
year.
I'm done with the threes.
Bro, y'all can. What's up with y'all just being bored? Like
It's not cool
literally.
anymal, bro. It's not cool anymore.
That was so. That
You
was
gonna
so
look away
shooting
again?
ago, man.
You gonna look away again, dog?
We are
Like,
normalizing.
damn,
We are normalizing greatness live. This
No,
nigga's averaging 26 and 5 on
Not Sage.
40% on 11 threes.
I need him to suffer. I need him to suffer for real.
You know
all
what I'm
right.
saying?
Yeah, just 1 year, like 4 for real.
Oh my god, bro.
Now-
We are normalizing greatness right
Wait,
now.
hold
This
on,
is
hold
crazy.
on. Now, Sage, what if I told you? What if I told you this is the worst he's been since playing with Kevin Durant?
I don't care.
Dude,
I
the
don't-
worst
I
is
don't
like
care.
2013.
You know how you illustrate that? That he's not starting the All-Star game. Some asshole in chat said he's not shooting 40%. My bad. He's shooting
Yeah, that's the
39
standard.
point. My bad. He's shooting 39.7 on 11 threes a
Are
night.
we
What
The
allowed-
greatest shooter of all time.
We don't
Yes,
round for
yes,
Curry.
yes.
We don't round for Curry. We don't round for
Oh
Curry.
my god.
The
Oh.
greatest shooter of all time can't shoot 40.
I'm just saying, the shit got old, man. It got stale.
We're not rounding for him.
We're on to the next thing.
done.
Man.
The gimmick's done, man. All right. Tell Santino to take the damn snake off his hand. We're done.
What is he without shooting?
This is the nasty part. There's going to be some person watching this podcast, watching this clip. Hey, by the way, how you doing? Subscribe. They're going to sit here and they're going to be like, oh my God, finally someone said it. Oh no, bro, this is
Let's get back
insane.
to real basketball, man.
Please.
Let's get back to Al Jeffersons. I'm sick of stuff.
Let me say this. I don't know if y'all been under the comments for that AI clip. Boy, y'all pissing people off.
AI?
Oh,
What you mean?
I didn't see.
Oh yeah, the AI.
The
I'm
AI
about to
handle
look at it
thing.
now.
Oh yeah, let's look. Yeah,
Can we look at it now? Can we actually look at it now?
I haven't checked.
Was
the
that there?
comment section. Don't keep
I
it
want
up.
to live react.
Let's finish this and then we'll look
Okay.
at it.
Right.
All right, you got your forwards. 3 replacement forwards.
Oh shit. Oh yeah.
I'll do this easy. Jokic, Kevin Durant, Lloyd Marketing.
Oh, yeah, you didn't have Wait, what?
I didn't have Jokic starting. No.
Laurie starts and is on the bench.
No. I changed out. I was trolling with Lloyd starting. I had Kawhi starting. Lloyd coming off the bench.
Yeah, I don't like the paw print, but I'm never gonna just lie like he's bad at basketball. Give me Kawhi, give me Katie. Shit, man, I gotta have one bullshit take in there. I had Dame in the East. Give me Sengun.
AD, Kawhi, Zion, man. Let him have some fun, man. He's had a rough year.
Let the bull out the cage.
Yeah.
Let the bull
Yeah.
out the cage.
Damn. Can he have a cheat week? Like cheat weekend?
No, Bezos. No.
No more
haven't cheated
cheating.
once.
No more
You haven't
cheating, bro.
cheated
That's that nigga's problem.
That nigga eating a salad is a cheat week. What are we doing?
I
bro?
sympathize.
And if he
Zion.
goes out to Indiana and cheats in Indiana, there's no hope for that guy, right? Because he's just cheating with
You go
garbage.
to his hotel room,
He pulling up the
DoorDash
Gary to
a
cheat.
DQ.
niggas cheating at Dairy Queen. He is killing the dilly bars. Like, come on, bro. Yo,
If he cheat weeks in Indiana, yeah, there is no hope.
Look
Hey,
over his
man,
phone.
don't-
What was Zion doing on his phone? It's the DoorDash map. He looking at where the drivers.
Listen, y'all got y'all jokes with these Dairy Queen shits. Listen, barbecue is big in Indiana. Zion big ass get up there and get some Indiana barbecue. It's a wrap.
No, I want to play with Reese.
a hamster class in barbecue. Oh, he don't want to play with Reese. That's too much running. No, he do that. No.
Still
over
got Brandon
there.
Ingram slow ass.
He over there asking the coach, Rick Carlisle, any half court sets? We got any half court sets, coach? Nigga, not even a half court player. Come on, bro.
Y'all ever slow down? We just keep running.
We
huh?
do need Al Jeffersons in the league. All right.
I miss Big Al, the real
He over
Big
here
Al.
talking about, he's screaming, pace. Yeah, let's pick it up. No, slow it down.
Eat the clock.
What's the point guard you want to play with Zion? Chris Paul.
Problem, eating everything.
Andre Miller.
Let's call more ice.
Mark
Andre Miller.
Jackson type shit, just backing down.
Give me 91 Magic, please. Just
Straight back down. Jesus. I
back
can't.
down all down court, straight hips. That's all
You
I'm
want that
saying.
point guard, KD?
This is crazy, bro.
KD, bring the ball up, man.
KD bringing the ball up with that high ass dribble. Oh Lord.
Me? I'll bring it up. I'll set the tone.
Reese-
You're unserious.
You imagine Zion getting a rebound, waving off.
No. Well,
Go
slow it
for it, go
down.
for it.
Slow it down. Let's play smart, y'all.
Let's play smart. Well, that's 20. Let's play smart, man.
Let's. no need to rush. No need to.
God damn, y'all never just pacer, huh? Pace.
All right, let me. I got the comments up.
All right, bet. This
This
is
is-
my second time checking Keep It a Buck comments. And
This
God
is our
knows-
infamous Allen Iverson's handles are overrated. Bro, I know this day was coming. Another legend getting hated on by another young YouTuber. We running out of ideas.
13 likes ratioed.
Was that in this clip or no?
This is the clip. That's the clip. Oh,
no,
you,
you,
No, I'm- was
no,
that
you
it?
weren't. You weren't in this.
Okay.
No.
you weren't in this clip. No. Lisa was trying to make sure his name good.
This is like I don't know what was said about AI, but I'm glad I'm not.
My credibility's already down after that Atlanta segment, man. So
Y'all just chatting. I knew Damo hated older players, but not Omar.
5 likes ratioed.
I thought that
Yeah.
was his bag.
This dude writes a book, if I remember correctly. Omar hates. Damo gives credit. Omar declared Luka the GOAT 2 years into his career. This man has no respect for past generations. This person writes, oh, he doesn't. That's kind of long. But where are we at? Where Omar just be saying shit and spamming buttons. Part 3496.
Oh, that guy does not like you.
You young whippersnappers be hating.
Young
Billy Witherspoon is crazy. That Abby, that name is crazy with that comment.
Sometimes y'all talk just to talk. Boom, 60 likes, banger.
They do, and it's corny. They do anything for likes.
Oh fuck. Well,
Yeah, either it's just idiotic or just say dumb shit.
you niggas forming a cult in the
You
comments.
know what's crazy? Yeah, either they is just idiotic or just say shit, dumb shit to trigger people. Ding ding, nigga. Look at you triggered. And you're typing. That's
You're
a lot
right.
of
I'm blocking this shit. These niggas have literally made a cult in this shit.
Hey, I love LKIAB, but there is being funny and there is just boring everyone with blatantly dumb takes that everyone knows is wrong. Y'all falling for the same pit that every other NBA media members are doing, which is drop dumb hot takes just for the likes. It's not entertaining. It's not.
How we doing it for likes if none of you niggas like it? How is that?
Bro, who is Donald Anderson?
No, he been commenting. This is his comment too.
He must be T-Jazz, bro.
I can tell y'all dudes have zero hoop game. Shaking my head.
You ain't pull up the Dream Con, Donald.
Damo is the worst thing about this show, by the way.
Oh my god.
Now watch. Hey, watch. I
10
bet
replies is crazy.
three
Alright,
comments
that was.
in. Three comments in. The first one, nah, it's Omar. The third one is definitely Sage.
All right, here we go. Oh,
Oh,
yes, I love that. Oh, Wami Warriors.
Okay. Oh, here it is. All right, there it is. He is not. It's Omar. I'm hating because he cussed me out for agreeing with his prospect Kuminga take. if he was on the Pistons.
When
Damn,
did you cuss him out?
I don't know. See, that's what it's because I'm black, B-Souls.
No, man.
It's because I'm black. They gonna hate you for this, but you're right.
Oh man.
Damn, Reg.
I used to not like that. The more I hear him talk, the more I can see his perspective on things. Say just.
I'm white now.
Hey man.
What the fuck?
Last but not least, gay casual.
Damn.
Well. Damn. I don't.
Gay casual.
I can't come back right there. Yeah.
Gay casual. Period. Damn.
Damn.
And then he only said one, so the other two are just going straight charge. But there's one of us.
One of us. One, two,
That
three.
nigga was just.
Hell no. Hell no.
He just heard one take. Nah. Gay casual. I don't know who it was. Gay casual.
He didn't even timestamp it. We don't know who.
That nigga was the first comment.
Oh my God, was he first?
Yeah.
Oh, did I miss something?
He was 2 seconds in the clip. Gay casual.
Gay casual.
And then turned it off. He didn't even finish the video. Gay casual. Dick.
That's a crazy.
He didn't even watch the clip. He just got the notification. Gay casual. Dip.
That is so crazy to say. Woo. Okay. Okay.
That was really good, man.
That had to be Liam Uchiha or some shit, bro.
Friend of the show, Cam Newton, is still going back and forth with, these people over his take about being a quarterback. Like,
And I ain't mad at it. Fuck your shit, Cam.
They've never done this for any other player in any other sport.
They hate this nigga.
There has been 17 basketball podcasts over this summer.
No, I know. Cam ain't talking, you bum. Yeah. Who are you?
Let anybody talk. And Cam Newton is the one. MVP Cam Newton is the one person y'all just continue. And for the sake of
that's
that,
not.
He was too busy dabbing. Weren't
that's
doing
not
the
the
Gay
nigga.
casual. Yeah.
I know that's not.
Not the dual threat. Oh my God.
Oh my God. I know that's not the nigga in the blouse. The nigga in the blouse and floral hat. Talking about quarterbacking?
Damo, that's
Gay
what makes
casual.
it funny. I swear to God, all of them, the first things they say, listen, Cam is clearly angry. Maybe we need to put a top hat and a bow tie. Yo, talk about the
It's
point.
the first thing. So this ain't get up talking about him. I guess because I ain't got my suit and my neon tie on.
Yo,
I don't know what I'm talking.
we need cigars. Talk about the points.
Maybe I should get freeform dreads. First of all, Sandy, can we just talk about football?
Okay. This is him clapping back at Jason McIntyre.
Why am I the gay casual? What the hell? Why?
Gay casual is the new thing
Oh,
for 2024. Boy, I promise you. I promise you, nigga tweet me some shit I don't like. Gay casual. I'm not. I don't care, bro. That's how you know I'm done. Gay casual. I'm not
Okay.
Just go to the clip where he says what he said.
Cam Newton has a podcast, and Cam Newton, of course, was a tremendous player.
Don't give me no backhand compliments. Don't do
Because
that.
he said, yeah.
I'm not playing. Haven't played in 2 or 3 years.
Cam Newton.
He tried to manipulate the narrative. Instead of speaking about what I said, they try to poke at the person. Jason, if I were to do my research on you personally, failed situations, got fired from a job, flunked out of college. If I really were to do that, then I will be evil.
You're the bully.
I'm the bully, or I'm bitter. Just go to the.
You're the bully.
You're the bully.
sorry, bro. Why does his producer sound like that, bro? He cannot. Somebody gotta tell that nigga to get on camera too. He can't just come out of nowhere. You're the bully.
If I did that, you're the bully.
I'm telling you, the funny thing, when somebody's doing a monologue and they get that pause, yeah,
That's me.
I swear to God, every time that just throws me off. So
that shit on here. I ain't gonna lie. I be doing that shit. Y'all be raining.
just throw it in a rant. Okay. Ad-libbing. All right. So then Jason McIntyre responds to Cam Newton's response.
You had to.
Yeah, you know he had to.
Oh, okay.
You're still a bitch.
Now add in fumbles. Yeah.
Yes, just want to add the rushing stats. Add in tackles for loss.
They averaged.
Are we serious? That's not how that works. That's not how that works. That's not how that works. That's not how. That's not the same thing as scrimmage. Oh no. Okay.
Y'all all better than me. When they get this nigga a show?
No, Colin is out.
He the fill-in.
Colin is out.
Oh, he's standing in for Colin. I'm like, yo, this nigga got a show? Yo, they struggling.
And don't worry.
That's not right. All right, let me write down.
This when Will Kane is in for Stephen A.
Right on that one. Oh my.
Y'all remember that?
Mad Dog.
I do. That was nasty. I was wondering where the yards went. They said, all right, if you add in the rushing yards, I'm like, all right, where rushing yards go? Then I realized they averaged out total yards per game. Yo, this is nasty. Y'all are proving Cam's point. This is sick.
And mind you, I just want to remind people that the original points was about Dak Prescott, Tua Tagovailoa, Brock Purdy, and
Jared Goff.
Yeah, Jared Goff. Just not being dynamic quarterbacks, not being quarterbacks of a different. They're game managing quarterbacks. He's done everything else but talk about the actual points.
Nope.
And they're doing this all for Dak Prescott. I don't know. The media, the sports media has gone crazy. They've gone crazy.
Which the craziest part to me is because typically when we have these conversations, it's literally in reverse. It's typically the analyst who hasn't played professional sports saying something that may be factually correct. And the athlete comes and says, yo, I mean, what have you done, buddy? What have you played, buddy? But to pull that reverse card and be factually wrong and have the bad take, that's crazy. That takes some balls. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, I wrote that down because I was gonna talk about the scrimmage yards versus whatever the hell he just did. But yeah, let me go ahead, and since those just kind of not stole my point directly, but damn near. Yeah, no. I will sound like a hypocrite here, but not really actually. But like when Omar and Souls are going at it, and Omar's like, "You don't watch this, you don't do that." That's fine. If we take personal digs at each other as analyst to analyst, or even player to analyst, that's fine. That the analyst telling the player what have you accomplished, it's just nasty. I do give the players that leniency. That is just not gonna work. What do we? Cam Newton doesn't know football now. It's some players. Yes, I've incited. Not every NFL, NBA player likes the game or even knows it. They might just be talented. But come on, man. MVP. The guy is clearly talking about the game. We're gonna argue that he doesn't. All right, bro. That's gross. But not as gross as what he did. So any person that doesn't know much about football, essentially, he took like 3-pointers made. There's no NBA analogy for this, bro. I'm not gonna lie. You're just gonna have to watch the game, bro. That motherfucker. No, actually, there is. It's like if you took steals per game and blocks per game and made a defensive stat out of it. And that's exactly what he did. And it's just like, what? First of all, actually just talk about what you've seen, talk about success, all of these things, because a lot of Dak's passing stats, we really want to talk about it, especially happened this past weekend. Hey, I'm sorry. Bro be running it the fuck up. Bro be running it up when he's down 20. I ain't gonna lie. They're still throwing the ball on prevent defenses, and that will help him. So the fact that it's at that close is low-key kind of alarming to me. But most importantly, Cam Newton was just at his peak, just more successful, significantly. He just was. Now, if we're gonna say the argument is career, and I think unironically you can try to argue that, but he's not doing it. He's not doing it. So
can I actually? I want to play the rest of the clip because he actually gets nasty. I forgot that he got nasty towards the end of as to what he said. The clip before Damo goes, because the thing I remember he said something about their career defining moment, and boy, it's just
Okay, so I'm gonna be blunt.
I beg your pardon.
For every two,
I beg your pardon.
Go ahead, hit the button.
I beg your pardon. I beg your pardon.
Go ahead.
No, for every 2 bad points he had, he actually did make some genuine good arguments in there, but it was a lot of nasty. It was overruled by the nasty. The good points that I'll give him is one, the Cam Newton longevity argument. That's just a fact. It is just true. Cam Newton, that's probably won't have, unless God forbid an injury. Dak's going to have significant longer longevity. It comes with the benefit of having more arm talent. And if you don't think he has more arm talent, just simply not being a dual threat quarterback. So fair enough there. And I do think that even though he does have better receivers, we're not just going to skate by better receivers and better line, better coach. We're not going to skate by that. What the hell? But yeah, Dak does have more time. However, man, I mean, like calling wins not a QB stat and then saying, but Cam hasn't won shit. Well, you just debunk the thing. You can't then try to use it as a counter. You can't make a one-way argument. That's not how that works. I just overall he was pretty dishonest in the argument. I'm just concerned because there is an argument. Funny enough, unironically, there is an argument that you can say Dak has a better career than Cam. You really can do that, but he's not doing it in an honest way. And then,
he's not making an argument.
Yeah, he's not making an argument. And then especially when he's talking about the cigars and shit, then that's irrelevant.
The dabbing, the cigars, the suit, all these non-football things. Listen, it's crazy. The whole time he sat there, devalued what Cam has done. Well, Cam did. He discredited what Cam did, overlooked things Cam did, to skepticize with Dak. Oh, he's probably going to finish top 2, top 3 MVP voting. Oh, he has 6 more years to still prove this. You look at the teams he has, which Dak has had, I would feel like better teams than Cam Newton has had. I don't know what that's about.
Cam had a season of 40-year-old Steve and Greg Olsen, and when he was old, like that's what we saying. Like, we ain't talk football in here, but let's really talk. Like, he's Kelvin Benjamin. What are we doing, bro? It's Ted Ginn Jr. Come on, bro.
And he wants to skip over the all-pro players or the greatness that Dallas has been able to afford and buy and get. And just, I mean, you could say CeeDee Lamb and Michael Parsons and an all-pro line. I mean, you could say that, but I'm not, because I'm making the argument. Like, all right, buddy. Like, I don't get it. To say all that to say nothing. To say all that to, I mean, Cam Newton's career defining moment isn't any plays. It's actually negatives and dancing. But Dak's career defining moment, to be continued.
To be determined.
So nasty.
Not even continued. To be determined. He couldn't say anything.
We're still waiting to see if it's going. Can you imagine doing that in the basketball conversation? Listen, I understand Tatum has had deep playoff runs, but that boy Ant is good. And when it's time to show he is that good, guess what? We're just gonna have to see. No, like what? No, there is no just wait and see, and that justifies it. That's crazy.
Oh, go ahead, Omar.
I want to say, and we don't talk football here, and I feel like football, it's not our wheelhouse. I'm gonna be throwing shit out there.
That's fine.
Dak came out in an era in which the NFC East was bad. Like,
yeah, it was NFC least. I think the peak was 4-16 at one point. Like, the winner of the division was like 4-16 or like 5-12.
Real bad. I'm talking about Commanders, Redskins going through let me say this. The Giants going through an identity crisis post Eli, right? Going through an identity crisis post Eli. The Commander Redskins really going through an identity crisis by like legitimately not having an identity, having to switch names and everything like that. And then the Eagles, dancing in between good, bad, identity crisis, like just revamping continuously. But what was consistent has been 2 teams since Dak's draft that have continuously been bad. But I just looked at when Cam came in, they still had to deal with Matt Ryan, still had to deal with Drew Brees, even Tampa Bay playing good one year. It's years where it was a year that I just looked up where you had to win 11 games to even be in the conversation in the NFC South. Arguably like one of the hardest divisions.
Once upon a time, it was
in the whole National Football League. But I and Damo said the whole thing about adding the context of who's willing to spend more. Dak historically always been playing with a fantastic fucking line. Best lines in the NFL damn near every year. But what I don't really care about all that. This is what players say, and then we get all the way to the far end of what shit should be. And then we get all the way to the far end of the other thing. You cannot have this conversation in good faith without context. You just can't.
Not at all.
You can't. So like Sage said, if Cam talks about the construction of his team and the ups and downs and the highs and lows and all this, that, and the third, but you combat that with, oh, what were the results though? Mr. Wins isn't a quarterback stat, but it all of a sudden is when it fits my argument. That's disgusting. And this is why, and it'll roll into our next topic, this is why traditional sports media is dying. Wholeheartedly. This is why.
I don't, in terms of it dying, I probably don't agree. I mean, and don't disagree, sorry. Because over time, it's like they're gonna get the clicks, they're gonna get the views, but nowadays with everyone either A, wanting to be a creator, or B, the ability of Twitter and everybody can just get their shit off and get their own little community circles. You know how Warriors has Twitter for the NBA fans. Yeah, essentially, yeah, that's probably going to be the next wave. Just appealing to whatever team you want to talk about, whatever specific niche you want to talk about, and ball up. It being televised is slowly going to decline unless like another super team on screen happens. By the way, side note, at the when I said the 4 shit, I saw someone dick eating. Yeah, obviously hyperbole. You can't go 4-16. But the Commanders are 7-9, 6-10, 6-10, 4-11. Awful division. And Dak did turn that around, but he didn't even make that argument. There's several arguments you can make, but he's just not doing it.
I'll just say, man, Jason McIntyre is insecure. McIntyre is an insecure man. The woman who was on ESPN or whatever show it was that also wanted to attack Cam Newton is an insecure woman as well. Okay? These are people who got into sports media the traditional route, went to school for it, and now here we are in 2024, and independent content creators are dominating the space. They're getting bought out by ESPN. We are now in 2024, and athletes are also taking over that market, and they feel threatened. Because Jason McIntyre is a dude that went through that traditional lens. And let's just keep it a bean. He didn't max out to be a Colin Cowherd. He didn't max out to be a Stephen A. Smith. So now, I'm sorry, you're in that Jason Whitlock category where the only reason you will have traction is when you call out, at this point, your peers. That's what he's doing. So, clip that.
Inaccurate in terms of what he's done. I don't know too much about his content, but from what I've seen thus far, it's not a good start. It's not a good start, but
this is not a start stage. He's been around since like 2016.
Oh no! I'm saying not a good start in terms of me knowing his content. Everything I've seen on him. Yeah, he's talking about somebody.
That came in the last year of Eli in New York, and since then it's been a 2-man race in his division between the Eagles and the fucking Cowboys. And mind you, the only team that's had a consistent quarterback throughout that entire time has been the Dallas Cowboys. Everybody else had a rotating coaching staffs,
head coach and quarterback, all of them.
But one team, I expect, but I want to transition into actually There was one time where the Commanders won 7-9. That's what you was talking about, right? They won.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah, 4-16 again, hyperbole, my lord. But yeah, 7-9 winning the division is disgusting, especially when you have 6-10, 6-10, and 4-11. That division is one of a kind bad.
Who wishes? Yeah, you wish you could get that. There might be an argument that's like the worst division. Well, AFC South. There's an argument that was like that's been the worst division in football in that stretch.
Yeah.
You know, and I'll tell you what, you gotta include the NFC South because they went through a revamp as well. But this okay. So the transition is that I don't know if y'all heard about Sports Illustrated, but they've decided to basically chop Sports Illustrated.
Damn. I didn't know that.
It's not a thing anymore.
Yeah, pretty much. The Arena Group, breaking news, the Arena Group gave notice that it intends to lay off all of Sports Illustrated staff, according to an email obtained by FOS. I think that's Front Office Sports. The move comes after Authentic, the licensing group that owns Sports Illustrated, moved to terminate Arena's licensing deal. We fought together as a union to maintain the standard of the story publication that we love, blah, 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 blah. But they're done. And they go to talk about if you are on this team, you're going to work here. If you're on this team, you can stop working here, blah, blah, blah.
Damn.
Iconic magazine. Iconic magazine. And they could do some things online, et cetera, et cetera. But my theory, and it continues on from the last point that we just made, traditional sports media is dead. I'm sorry. I don't want to hear Jason Mack. Somebody, it's key. The Eagles made the Super Bowl twice in that stretch. Stop talking, Omar. Nobody said that the Eagles were bad, dude. I'm sorry. I had to stop.
Yeah, please don't do that, man. The NFC East is not a good division.
I had a bad division. That's what I'm saying. Jesus Christ.
It's a historically bad division. The Giants have at one point been easily the worst team, if not worst roster. The Commanders are in that conversation right now. Guys, it's a bad division with a really good team in Philly.
Yeah. Traditional sports media is dead. I don't want to hear Jason McIntyre write articles about LeBron James and the rest of the game. I don't want to hear Jason Whitlock. Y'all seem to be named Jason, huh? Ain't that funny? I don't want to hear these guys. I really do not want to hear these guys, girls, whatever, write up articles about these people. Because if I want to know what Paul George thinks, if I want to know what Zubac thinks, if I want to know what SGA thinks, Lou Will thinks, Ty Lue thinks, guess what I'm going to do?
Let's hear from them.
I'm going to go on my phone. I'm going to go on YouTube. I'm going to go on Twitch, wherever anybody's live streaming, and I'm going to hear from those players. I'm going to hear from those people. I don't need to. I formulated my own opinion. I don't care to hear about Missy Missison give her opinion on what's going on. You don't have that allure anymore. You're not Jackie McMullen. You're not in the locker rooms pinning down players for interviews against their will. I don't want to hear that shit no more. I don't.
Yeah, you get we had this conversation of when player podcasts are going to be the people that ruin a potential keep it a buck in the sense of, hey man, I don't want to hear from you guys either. So it only makes sense on in terms of television why they would weed those out, especially when television.
Let me add here, and I hate to cut you off. The difference is though, we are on a controlled platform in which we can portray and display our personality more and better. Therefore, they have a connection. And I'm sorry if I took your point.
No, you're good.
But if I open up a magazine and I see Misty Mister say, I don't know who the fuck that is. I just have to read you because I'm at the doctor's office waiting for 2 hours. I don't know you. I know TSO Sage. I'm moving my mic.
No, you're perfectly fine, bro. I cut off everybody all the time. I'm low-key working on that in 2024. No, but like literally, you as what you have as in terms of doing this YouTube shit is you have the freedom to, as you said, mention your personality more. But then truthfully, you're not in a time slot. You're not rushed to talk about this topic and then this topic and this topic. To be very blunt, if we made our own offline channels, you're going to get more honest takes, more honest conversation. Hell, check out Omizi's channel when he's talking about some things we talked about on here. Check out Bezos' channel when he talked about certain things. He's going to have more time to speak and therefore give more elaborate takes. I'm not even hinting that everybody on TV is stupid. I know it's fun to hate on these guys. I'm not even hinting at it. I've always said if there's any slag, I'm gonna cut a guy like Stephen A. Smith. That motherfucker literally has talk about the same shit every day, all day. So some of the takes are gonna bomb, but I think at the end of the day, if I'm a viewer, I don't give a fuck. That's none of my problem. You came on here and said this dumb casual take when I can go over here and listen to a don't be TSO Sage, but a TSO Sage, and he can, explain his take even further because maybe he has more time, maybe he's smarter, whatever the case may be. I'm hearing more explanation. So that's how the name of the game is. But now it's gone even further to where instead of a TSO Sage or a B Souls or a Damo, nigga, that's Paul George. Like, hello? I want to hear from Paul George as to why we lost in a bubble. I'm a Clippers fan. Never, ever. But like, you feel what I'm saying? So, yeah, it's a matter of when. It was always a matter of when. And it's starting to be that era now. I don't know how they recover, but it's tough.
I put a tweet out earlier basically saying how Jadakiss was this Jadakiss clip I seen. He was on Drink Champs, essentially talking about, it was either Drink Champs or $1 million worth of game, whichever one. He was basically talking about how, I think it was Drink Champs, but he was basically talking about how shows and guys like Cam Newton in his podcast, Shannon Sharp in his shows, Gilbert Arenas in their shows, a lot of these former like Cam and Mace with their show, a lot of brothers are getting these shows, opportunities, and platforms, and able to get these opportunities, get these advantages, get all this shit. And he said, essentially, this is the new form of gentrification. Where is gentrification in the sports media world. And I'm not going to lie to you, I am pro this gentrification. I love it because shit like this puts pressure on these shows on ESPN and Fox Sports. Puts pressure on them because you're not the only guys on the block anymore. And y'all starting to see how little people really care now with the bullshit that y'all try. Y'all have to try harder. You have to do better. Y'all won't, and it's fine. No one's not going to realize until Fox Sports 1 turns into Sports Illustrated. Until you hear all right, yeah, we're going to let's cover something else. We can't do this. Like, let's rebrand New Blaze TV type shit. Like, it's inevitable. So
ESPN
I'm
TV.
pro. Like, get bought out by somebody or something. I don't know. But regardless, it's great to see. I'm glad to see it. I don't think I'm with Omar on this one. I don't think it'll be a situation where the fans, like people that support us, are going to come to us. Well, at this point, Paolo Banchero got a podcast, guys. I'm done. I'm like, nah, I don't think that's going to be a thing because at the end of the day, we can still pivot, do our own thing. There's still other things that we do and can provide that'll keep us afloat. Niggas like Jason McIntyre, oh yeah. If they say this, wake up, whatever on Fox Sports is done, nigga, your show's done. What are you about to do? You about to start the Jason McIntyre podcast? I wonder who's going to tune in.
Yeah, that's a fair point, and I have firsthand experience. I'm not the famous guy. Hell, I'm not the famous guy in this group, but or in general. We doing this?
I beg your pardon.
This what we doing?
I know that's not Mr. 5K.
Nah,
Mr. 5K saying
sorry,
that.
buddy.
I know Mr. 195K. You forgot what you had before me? 200K probably, because I lost you 5K when I first signed.
195K
On YouTube?
I'm talking about paid subs, Sage.
I beg your pardon.
Man, that's just
I beg your pardon.
Man,
Yeah.
But speaking of that, that's actually my point. You fool! You have triggered my trap card all along.
We went to DreamCon. Who really had more pull between us? Not pro for real.
You're still
I
on
beg your
the trap
pardon.
card. You're still on the
Sage,
card,
I love
buddy.
that anime series you had.
I'm not playing that.
Pot of greed, buddy. You want to know why this is my trap card?
Damn, Sage, you much bigger in person, gang.
It did say that. That was crazy.
Yeah,
That
a lot.
Yeah.
It was niggas at that. It was multiple niggas.
So Chat definitely thinks I'm like the scrawniest dude. In person, I'm like, damn. It's crazy. But no, seriously, you stepped on my sharp card because that's what I was gonna say. As a person who has made that crazy right turn pivot, I seen them numbers drop. I still see how them numbers drop in terms of total views, total subscribers. However, that's what they are going for. That's what they're known as. They're just the sports guy. The same way how I was just the ranty basketball guy. They're just the guy on ESPN, the guy on the Herd Show, the guy. So that's who they are. So when you and Damo actually have convinced me of being right, because when you guys go on and try to do your own thing, start your own podcast or whatever, if it's more of the same takes that you had on television, yeah, a couple people actually like your personality. A couple people want to hear more information. But now you're in the market where, hey, you got a couple guys that I know I've already been watching them. They're already pretty fucking funny. You're already in the market where, hey, these guys have played the game. And now you're in a tougher market than you are just being on television. And being on television, I will say this. I'm not going to knock that ever. I don't care where we go. That's a hard field to make it in. Dead ass. So fair enough. But at some point, if we're talking about just the individual, you're not going to want that market if you're known as just the NBA guy, if you're known as just the NFL guy, because it's going to be a tough market when you have to go on an independent platform. It's going to be hard.
I would even argue like the pressure point that Damo was talking about, I think that applies to us too. Because I'm thinking about how I blew up in 2016, 2017. I don't think I can do that today, for real. If I started from scratch today, I don't think it would have been the same, for real. Like, I think for us, it is important to acknowledge that we honestly, or at least for me, I can only speak for me, there was like an early adopter advantage that I have. In the shit, so.
Cap, your videos were edited. Those videos are still popular nowadays. A motherfucker like you would react to a video like you would upload.
But even now, like, if that's the point y'all disagree on, that's fine. But I just don't see like a lot of NBA personalities growing independently. Like you can name a few, but there's honestly not that much.
Are you talking zero knowledge of the game?
What do you mean?
Like the YouTube?
Not zero, no.
Okay. Then I disagree. I would disagree. If you have the same knowledge starting over, different face, I would say it's still possible.
Yeah.
Possible. All I want to. Oh, I do want to ask this before we round it out. So I put out my top 5 athlete-led podcasts or platforms. What are y'all's top 3?
Yeah, I'm about to say it. Narrow me to 3 because I don't know too many. Go ahead, Owen.
Pat McAfee show, I would say Pat McAfee show. I would say the Gilbert Arenas show, if it's athlete led, and then I would say top 3. Oh, Raw Room, with Darren Bates.
You told me that. Yeah.
Raw Room is really fucking good. I've been on Raw Room for a minute.
I have heard of it. I've never
seen
one clip, but I've heard my friends say that show is good.
Hey, a little too enthusiastic.
That's crazy. But now Raw Room is up there for me.
He's an athlete led.
Yeah, athlete led.
Paul George, Gil's Arena, Player's Choice.
Gil's Arena, yo, I hate you.
Oh wow!
It just gets PTSD in Gil's
Shaq
Arena.
and Ticket, man. They're not athletes. Come on.
My top 5, because I got it put here. I know we're doing 3. Knuckleheads podcast, Cam Newton's podcast, Jeff Teague's podcast, The Old Man and the 3, and then Playoff Draymond.
I'm a very omni super duper casual here. I may have seen 2 episodes within these 3 pods and outside of those shorts. But I'll say, I ain't gonna lie, Chad and Shannon are funny, as I'll go there. I'll go Paul George from a nerd content perspective. Paul George production is kind of awesome to me. And then 3rd is either, shout out MJ Forever, either Kelsey Brothers, when at the time I was on like a huge I Love Football month, they were pretty entertaining, or probably Draymond's, because that's probably the only one that I actually watched for a while.
KG and Paul Pierce.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
Ooh, they gotta go.
The ones that I actually watch, Pivot Podcast and I Am Athlete are up there as well. And what's the Ringer show with the real ones with Rajah Bell? I listened to damn near every single episode of the real ones.
Oh, do we count JJ Redick's?
Yeah, I said old man.
Oh, yeah. Actually, yeah. Take out Draymond's. Give me JJ Redick's, and then this guy, he's on the come up. I like what this guy's doing. Yeah. He's good.
Based off of clips alone. And
that one that the one that got put in the group chat yesterday, the Dwayne Wade, Pau Gasol, Dirk, and
is that okay.
is that a real pod? Is that like a real thing?
D Wade is starting a podcast. Yeah.
Oh shit!
But it's not all of them.
No.
It's just
D Wade started the podcast, and that first episode was his Hall of Fame class. Like yeah.
Okay, I'm about to
he
say,
did it in
that's
Springfield that weekend. Yeah.
It's a crazy group of niggas to start a podcast.
You know, I was like, crazy because he got moxie for that.
And
apparently Tony Parker has a podcast too. He said that on the podcast.
I think he does.
I think everybody got a podcast at this point.
I think his is in French though. Damn. I think his is in like French.
Baguettes and basketballs.
Oh brother. Another one that I am watching Sometimes I Hoop. It's a podcast with Haley Jones. She's a WNBA player. But I like Knuckleheads because they give everybody's perspective. Oh, this is what I wanted to show. Because this is something that they can't do on those major networks, the ESPNs and all that. No matter how big they get, they can't do this right here.
Congratulations, we saw you sign Mark Jackson.
Well, no, we didn't sign Mark Jackson. Let's be real clear about that.
So what's going on with that?
We partner with Mark Jackson. I got tired of what they was doing to Mark, man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo,
we all was.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's some real bullshit there during the Mark. So I text Mark. I got his number. So as soon as that happened, I'm like, yo, Mark, you could make some bread with this podcast. And we started talking numbers, and he was telling me what he was making. I'm not gonna put his business out there with ESPN. And I'm like, Mark, give me an opportunity to make you more than what you're making now. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm not saying I don't want to talk nobody business, and no reason that me doing sports should even be in the same conversation financially with Mark Jackson. You know what I'm saying? So we was talking for months. Soon as he got fired or let it go, however you want to put it from ESPN, I reached right out, yo, Mark. And he like, yo, all right, killer, all right. So this is going on for like 2 months. And I'm like, Mark, I'm telling you, because you got to realize when I started to think about it, you got to think about this. This is about to be something totally new. Mark, when you think about his career, right, man goes to high school, he goes to St. John, he goes to the NBA. So you got a job when you go to the NBA. You got the NBA, you're coaching. So you got a job when you're coaching. When you're not coaching, you're announcing. You have a job. So Mark been having a job all these years. So I'm not saying he was scared to be his own boss or step in a new space. This is just what he's used to. So when I'm presenting all this stuff to him, like, yo, you ain't got to work for no more, and you're going to make just as much or not more money. He was kind of hesitant on it. And then Mark was like, so what you get out of it? And I was like, I'm getting a little something out of shit. You're like, yo, because I ain't trying to get robbed or nothing. And I'm like, yo, bro, where the fuck in America I'm going to go? I'll rob Mark Jackson. You right under McDonald's of like cleanliness. Mark Jackson is McDonald's, then it's Mark Jackson. I can't go into 7-Eleven. I rob Mark Jackson. Nobody trying to get over on you. So he's hesitant. He says, I said, Mark, can I come meet you? So I tell the Mace, I say, yo, I'm going to take a duffel bag to Mark, yo, until we get these papers together. Mace like, how much you taking? I'm like, I'm taking a quarter ticket to him. He's like, I bet. Come grab 252. So I went and got on a jet, went to meet Mark, had the bag. Mark said, what's this? I said, it's yours. So we get all the paperwork and everything. He said, I can't take this. I said, Mark, I'm just trying to let you know I'm serious, man. So Mark,
I gave this nigga $500,000.
Yeah, this content bag. I be sending TikToks a lot of I send Omar a lot of like TikToks. Every day I find out how much money is in this content shit. And I swear to God, we've only scratched the surface. Like, bro.
Let me keep going.
Mark was like, we talked about having his own show, coming on our show, a couple times to present his own show. And he was, it took us a while just because I believe he thought we was trying to get over on him. He brought Underdog Fantasy in, got him equity and Underdog Fantasy, some stock options, ownership in the company. And he started seeing that when he started seeing the ownership and the equity he could get. It went like that. So he didn't take the money though. He's like, I'm not taking that bag. I was like, Mark, it's yours. I'm not leaving with it. But he didn't take the money. But that's how serious was. We went over there with some bread and said, Mark, we just here to show you cash. It's yours. You don't even got to worry about it. We'll use this when the deal get done. That's how serious me and Mace was about just wanting Mark to get his own money and not just playing with that like that, where they could be like, oh, we're going through budget cuts, so we can't have you here and so on and so forth. Because I don't even know how the NBA finals is going to go this year without.
All right. He gets into it.
Yeah.
But that's what you could do. And no disrespect to none of them. They're not doing that on ESPN.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. The
They might,
closest we seen,
they might do it for Stephen A, but it's about it.
well, not even that. The closest we seen to that is what was done for Shannon, I guess. Right?
And even then, he kind of presented it like he got over on a little bit, or they got over on it.
That's what I'm saying. If that's the closest thing, then yeah, ain't nobody touching that.
And really, they bought him closer to $1 million. But if Stephen A, what was Stephen A's contract? What did he sign for recently? It was like $1 million.
It was like a literal NBA coach worth. Like it was a lot of money, like a lot of money.
But if we know Stephen A is getting like,
damn, streak broke, tough.
Like home streak.
Nuggets beat us by 2.
Look at you jogging it off. That was ugly, dog.
You a hater, bro. I was gonna let that rock. You a hater.
It was crazy. But if they can back out that much money as like some front money until the contract money gets in, you can't do that on ESPN. You can't. And Mark Jackson can make a show and talk about whatever he wants. He don't got to be clean because Cam and Mace aren't clean with their content. He don't got to do none of that. That's traditional media is dying.
Yeah,
I think Mark Jackson might be the first domino. I'm my fault, Sage. I didn't know you was about to go, but he might be the first domino for real. Because if he gets real comfortable and real successful, God forbid he pops off how I'm not gonna say Shannon Sharp. I mean, pops how Shannon Sharp did. I'm not talking about post Cat, but even before the Cat Williams thing, Shannon was seen as that nigga left doing what he was doing on Fox and then started doing his own thing and became successful. Another stream of income for him. If Mark Jackson is telling everyone that he used to work with, oh yeah, I'm making twice as much I was making announcing. Nigga, Chris Webber not announcing no more. Reggie Miller about to quit. Cheryl Miller about to quit. The Millers about to be a podcast. We're the Millers. Like everyone's about to have a podcast now. Now you about to be stuck with interns from Bleacher Report calling NBA games. Like it's gonna be bad.
Yeah, I will say we probably won't think of how right now, but the closing topic, they do have the power to fix this. They do have the power and the money to have a right hand to hell and get some power back, but it is not looking good. I will agree right now it's dying. I don't think it's gonna die though, but it's cooked right now.
And I might be forcing it. Oh, I'm not forcing it, but I'm gonna continue to bring them up too. I've noticed this trend of like WNBA players not going overseas as much before Brittany Griner and stuff like that. But it's because they have more opportunities in the States now where they don't have to go overseas. And part of that is getting into the media sphere. Some of them are still doing the traditional media space. So they're replacing some of the players. That's where we saw Candace Parker and stuff like that on the ESPN thing. But some of them are just doing it totally by themselves. They just straight up doing it by themselves. So I don't know. Hey, we can leave first. Take the Jason McIntyre if that's what he wants.
Can I ask? Do y'all think if ESPN is seeing like, all right, they're getting bled dry by people choosing this new avenue, do y'all think they'll bankroll like a venture to where they try to enter the new media space? They try to do some shit like that. And I'm trying to think of somebody to throw out there. They say, man, fuck that. Hey, Deep 3. Come over to ESPN Plus.
They wouldn't
type
do that.
Shit like,
they'd be like, hey, Paul, Mr. George. Hey, come on.
They start buying Gil's Arena after the underdog thing crashes. Gil's Arena is bought by ESPN. Paul George is bought by the old man in the 3 bought by ESPN. You think they'll do that?
That's why I said they have the money to do a lot of shit that we probably think is corny and or not thinking of. Because that probably, if it came to it, they could do that. And there's some niggas might say no. Trae Young might say hell yeah, for example. So yeah,
and that's gonna be it's gonna be a lot of people that still say no. Because I could think Gil would say no. Like a lot of people would say no. They would be looking at like Theo Pinson and them, and no disrespect to like Theo Pinson and them, but that's who they would be looking at as saying like, yo, come, all right, I'll do your shit. But it's just not enough flexibility. It's not enough longevity, real creative outlet, et cetera, in order to make it work.
Yeah, you would have to be like really, really proven in this space, even in like the scenario Damo brought up, in my opinion, for like even that scenario to make sense for an independent creator. Like if I was in their shoes, the ceiling of any like former player podcast is just so much higher. So I'd still go the former player route.
And like he just said, if Cameron and Mace can back out, and they may have money from other avenues and all this stuff like that. Like they still have rap careers and all. But even though I know they didn't make too much money from rap, like to be talking about, for them to back out $750,000 for Mark Jackson, and then also get in the conversations with Underdog off rip, starting at equity and stock options and ownership of the company, starting there. ESPN would have to, they probably would have to start there and then some in order to get somebody to come over.
Yeah.
Or just throw a lot of zeros. This is something backed by Disney. Like, all that's cool until, like, and that's what I'm saying. They getting bled dry and they get desperate. I'm just talking about a desperate ESPN. They get desperate. They start throwing out kick contracts. Like, they start.
They ain't gonna die.
Everybody get a deal.
They won't die, but the game will change when it's time to die. They're gonna change the game. It's gonna be like, well, you're right. And a motherfucker like T, hey, look, based on what I know about this comedy, T saying, hell yeah, what? Hell yes, what? All
this being a boss shit was cool. They said 250 mils. I didn't get that playing ball.
Yeah, right. Like I can imagine that joke on the show.
So I don't have to check Creator Studio every month, just $250K for the year, huh?
So like YouTube could go down and I still got it.
Oh, okay. So that's high right here? Okay.
I think the other thing though is that they would just have to say, yo, Chop. Like you would have to just change your style up so much. Jeff Teague's show would have to change so much.
Mm-hmm. That's very true.
And I don't know. I really
a lot of people are saying no. A lot of people are going to say no, but yeah, they would have to change some things around simply due to time slots. Sounds corny, but I promise you that I've never heard the word slot so much in one fucking building, bro.
No, it is a price for everything, but I'm saying that price would be so like they would tell Jeff Teague, your friends can't come, so don't even worry about that. No, don't clear up all the cursing. And stop making region-based commentary because that nigga does a lot of Indiana. They talk about Indiana a lot on that podcast.
I wouldn't say no friends can come, but
they
would probably tell them to stop cursing.
I think they will do the same
100% saying no friends can come.
I think they're gonna do the same thing they did for me personally. I think the blueprint would be what they did for Pat McAfee. Hey, as long as clean it up a little bit. Hey, don't have your shirt unbuttoned, gang. Button your shirt up a little bit. Keep your staff. Like everybody that was on Pat when he was just on YouTube, they are in the studio still. Like they haven't changed much. I mean, again, I'm not talking about ESPN being in a situation where they're gonna buy you out, but they're gonna have the control over it. I'm saying necessarily there. Okay, instead of Jeff Teague, if they did it with JJ Redick's pod, they bought out JJ Redick's pod. He doesn't have to clean up much. But that's what I'm saying. It'll be something like that. JJ Redick already works with ESPN. He already does commentary. So instead of if they see Mark Jackson leaves, then Chris Webber decides to leave and go with Jalen Rose and do the Fab Five Reloaded type shit or whatever. They're like, it would be hard, and that sounds like a banger, don't it? Yeah, who won't want to hear the Fab Five stories of Chris Webber?
Cut that out. We don't want them getting any ideas. Come to what? We'll get you equity at
They need to bring back open court.
LKIAB Enterprises.
Remember open court? Yeah.
Open court was.
And we're back.
Last thing.
So Reggie.
Last thing I want to play before we get out of here. We're gonna hate this guy. Now we're gonna hate this guy at the end of this. Okay. That's all I'm saying.
I don't think people understand how bad of a mother D-Wade was. He was probably the best at shot creation. When he was on his arguably, he was the best two guard in the league.
Oh, yeah.
At one point in time.
100%.
It wasn't the worst take.
That's not the
What do you say?
worst thing. Debatably true. It's not the worst thing, but
specifically 09, 2000.
Yeah, it's one of them things that's like,
at a point in time, any given night, he could be considered. Oh, I thought you said meter. All right, but yeah, any point in time, he could be considered the best guard in the league at that time. Yeah, that's not crazy.
It's one of them things where it's like Kobe, but it's not the worst thing because you can make that argument certain years. Very
It was
certain years
nice.
you can make that argument.
It was night where he was busting Kobe ass, man.
Yeah. It's just true. Yeah, there's certain. It's gonna sound insane. Me and Souls have had this argument on Souls and Sage, or take on Souls and Sage. It wasn't an argument. Yo, I'm telling you, there's not one thing I'll give old heads when people do this take. Man, there's something about being there in the moment. When we were kids, even you niggas that try to act like you're 10 years older than us. When we were kids, y'all were around when y'all turned on fucking First Take ESPN and y'all seen the top 5 list and that shit said, Kobe, Dirk, Dwight, Dwayne. I'm like, huh? Like nowadays, they'd be like, wallahi, what? To what? I can only promise you that if you do your Googles, it's there. Niggas were dead having these conversations.
Is Kevin Love top 5?
Yeah, it's K-Love top 5. Yeah, man, I'm telling you, bro. So, Wade ain't the worst take, but it's like Kobe.
It's not gonna make me hate him. The Jokic take that would lean towards that more.
I am still
That's what I
advocating
hate
for a day we say whose jersey deserves retirement or not, because I think that discourse was insanely nasty. That discourse was disgusting.
I just I'm not gonna say nothing because they be saying I be hating, and
do it.
Yeah, and they also be saying what's it called? I mean, y'all be hating on Kobe a lot. People do hate on Kobe a lot to push the LeBron narrative. So this is clearly the LeBron narrative. So I don't know. I put the StreamYard link down there. I wanted to get one Q&A up, but I don't think we'll get anybody.
Oh,
yeah,
y'all ain't got fucking mics today, chat. Y'all pussy.
It is what it is. All right, chat.
I had to say about the NFC East being good. Ain't nobody pulling up. Crazy.
Oh, shout out to Drew Wells, by the way, man. ESPN brand deal. You see that on the timeline? You got a brand deal from ESPN.
I did not see that. Congratulations, though.
Yeah, man.
He did. The shit. The leaning. The Target dude.
Lean in with me. Yeah, that dude. Lean into me. So.
We live in such a wild time.
There's no clue who that is. That's the guy that like fakes pretends everywhere he goes, bro. I'm tired of y'all thinking y'all know me.
Motherfuckers will hate watch a nigga into Succession. Like niggas will hate watch you into a new tax bracket. That shit is crazy.
Tripod guy is crazy.
C-Rod, how you doing today, buddy?
I fuck with bro. That nigga's
good. Playing some 2K.
What build you got?
You had it.
What's your build?
Oh no, I can't play my player. I don't. It's the grind. Anyway, I'm holding this question for a minute. B-Souls.
What's up?
If the Celtics don't give us one chip in like 2 or 3 years, will it not be the DeMar DeRozan and Kyle Lowry Raptors? Will that team not be it?
No, because they're not the finals.
Yeah, but they didn't do nothing. They didn't win it.
Oh, okay. I guess any team that just has never won is the Toronto Raptors.
But look,
Kyle Lowry, DeMar DeRozan Raptors.
Because they're a good team. You can't deny that.
Right.
But they always never finish.
So, again, any team that did not win the NBA Finals is the Kyle Lowry and DeMar DeRozan Raptors. Because you cannot make it to the finals being a good team, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
I would just like to add context to the conversation. The Boston Celtics were the losers of the 2022 NBA Finals.
Yes. Also, I was laughing earlier at Jack because it's legitimately funny to me at this point. Every time the Celtics win, y'all want me to like overreact so crazy. It's funny as fuck. There was one time I did overreact, but like, God damn.
Good night.
Yeah, peace out, gang.
2 more.
Hey, what's good with y'all, bro?
What's good, man?
Are we getting pressed or you saying what's up?
No, I'm just saying what's up, bro. It's kind of crazy for me to be up here for real.
You joined the link, would you?
Hey, I mean, I tried before. I just ain't been up here before.
Okay.
I ain't even got a question for real.
Oh,
facts.
Not up here anymore.
People, this nigga's at work. This
Drew
nigga
Wells.
Is that
Yeah, Target.
work?
Leaning.
You know what time it is.
Oh, that nigga's great as
Oh, wow.
Yo, that channel is deep, dude.
It's Drew Wells.
Yo, what's the code? Y'all can hear me?
Yeah.
Y'all can hear me? What's it called?
Yeah.
My fault, y'all. I was supposed to do this in my crib. Some bitch told me to slide so I can link it. But what's it called? Ironically enough, I have a question. What is like one thing y'all look for in a female that y'all want to love for the rest of y'all life?
Look,
A vagina.
Yo.
A natural vagina.
Nah, I didn't say all that for me personally.
That's like a dumb.
I mean, you know what? Good personality. Take care of me, support it. Nah, I mean, she is
A vagina.
vagina.
The only answer is gay casual.
Oh, what?
Appreciate you, gang. Appreciate you. All right, let's do.
What's female enough? Oh my god.
Let's do two more. Derek, how you doing today? Wi-Fi
Hey.
again. Just like
Bro,
that.
chat swear they be swearing we lying when we say, yo, we be trying with the Q&A.
Yo, hello.
What's good, man?
Yo, what's up? All right. I don't really have a question, but I got a question, but like it's not a real question for real. I've been watching y'all for years, so like this is cool as fuck, being up on stage with y'all. But all right, so first of all, have any of you seen the Book of Clarence? And if so, what are your thoughts?
Not yet. I'm going to probably tonight.
It's on my list.
I haven't.
First
Okay.
movie.
I am shit at watching movies.
Say that again, Omar.
I said it's gonna be my first movie of 2024. I watched probably like 30 something movies last year, and so this will. I'm trying to keep count of them all too and write them.
Okay, so that actually leads into my second question, which is, what are the movies that each of you are most excited for this year? Like one movie that you're most excited to see this year.
I don't know.
That you know about that's coming out.
Damn.
I would say for me personally, I don't really have many. Honestly, the Book of Clarence was the one I was looking out for because I'm a big Lakeith Stanfield fan. But you know what I mean. That was probably the one I was looking out for. Other than that, I'm looking out for shows. I am fiending for the new season of The Boys. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm literally like itching for that shit to come
What
out.
about part 2 of season 2 of Invincible?
That too. More The Boys more, but Invisible as well. Invisible was part 1 of season 2 was actually season 2, 3, season 2. Shit was dope.
You're ready for The Boys more?
I'm so ready for The Boys.
What?
Kung Fu Panda 4 is definitely on my list. I do want to see Godzilla versus King Kong. I don't anticipate much from it though. That movie where Zendaya gets banged out by 2 dudes at one time. Oh, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes is my actual answer. Super excited for Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes.
Is the new Godzilla coming out this year? The Godzilla and King Kong, is that coming out this year?
Yeah, I mean,
that's on my list. I want to see that.
I'll watch it. But the answer is Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. For real.
There's been a lot of Godzilla movies.
Sage, Souls. So I think you said something, but I didn't hear your answer.
I just don't know what's coming out this year. So
Yeah, I'ma just go with a good old Spider-Man pick. I don't know. I don't know. It drops maybe Toy Story 6, The Invasion of Adults. I don't know. I don't know what goes on, man.
Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, the Joker movie that comes out in the summer, nigga.
Oh, a Joker movie's dropping?
Hey, okay, I know a lot of niggas don't like Marvel right now.
Wait,
but
relax
Deadpool 3.
for a second.
Hold up, Deadpool 3 is gonna be that heat.
Spider-Verse is dropping this year. I thought it was postponed.
Sonic 3 will be the movie of the year. Put a stamp on it.
My God.
Hold on.
I'm gonna be different so bad, bro.
Before we say, oh my gosh, let's actually I know Omar is king of controversy and things like that, but let's actually listen to the take that he just said. Sonic 3, the first 2 Sonics, they're really, especially that second one, it's really, really good.
Thank you.
And then you're bringing in Shadow for this third one.
Thank you.
I'm not saying that he's right, but I'm not saying he's wrong either. That can be an ultimate banger. That could be an ultimate banger.
I'm not saying they're good or bad. I don't care about Sonic, so I just wasn't a Sonic kid growing up. So
Whoa, now way too much. Nah, hold on now.
I never played Sonic when Mario was always there, bro.
Thank you, bro.
Why do we have to put
me?
They're not even the same kind of platform.
Gotta go fast.
Yeah, exactly. One goes
Mario
fast.
can go fast.
I was Sonic at the Olympic Games. What are we doing?
And I was
A lot of them events.
That was Mario.
Sonic is definitely going to beat the fuck out of Mario.
I'm not gonna lie. I was waiting for Sonic 3 as soon as Sonic 2 ended. just because of the shadow spoiler. That's gonna be a great movie, dog. Great movie.
Spider-Verse isn't coming out this year though, right?
Who cares? Sonic is better. Sonic is better.
Oh my god, bro.
I appreciate you, gang.
Hold on,
Appreciate
I'll ask Cardiac. Is it coming out this year?
I believe so.
Okay, that's the movie then.
Still sound ass.
Oh my god, bro.
I don't think you're talking to
Like,
you.
I thought it got postponed.
I don't think it's coming through your. I don't think it's coming through your mic.
That's
gang.
not coming through your mic.
Oh,
It's the
yo,
last
what's
one.
up? What's up?
What's going on?
Yo, I'm a big fan. I've been watching for a while.
Link their girth.
Whoa.
Are you not a big fan if you think that's crazy?
I mean, hey.
You gotta answer.
Goth.
Okay. Where are you from?
I'm from
Where are you from?
Chicago.
You are not from Chicago.
Chicago dude said goth?
Length. Yeah, length. Still keep that on low key.
Nigga, what part of Chicago you from? Chicago, England? What?
That nigga said I am from 63rd Lane. Yo, what?
He's from New Chicago.
I sound in Minnesota. I get that a lot.
What's your question? Say it. I want to hear you.
What is the greatest cartoon of all time? Like all of y'all's GOAT cartoon.
You
Shit, Sonic.
Chicago. This nigga is a liar.
No, where are you from, Farouk?
I am born and raised.
In
Born
Chicago.
and raised? By who?
Okay, 21 Savage. All right.
Who the hell was you raised by? Mary Poppins? What the fuck?
Did you check it with Dre?
What's on your shirt?
It's the Tasmanian devil.
Yeah, that is the most London, England shirt I've ever seen.
Nah, y'all,
Tasmanian
hell,
devil.
that's the Zoomy Utes.
Sidemen or
there.
AMP?
Yes, bro. Hey, I'm wearing a Chicago Bulls sweater right now. Chicago Bulls right there.
Can you see?
What soccer club? What's your soccer club? You a Man U?
Man United, yeah.
Oh, this
Nah, that was too quick. I don't watch soccer. The right answer was I don't watch football.
Yeah, what are we talking about, bro?
Nah. The answer really was I'm not a soccer fan. That's what we were looking for.
Who you know from America? Really? Come on, hold on. This is last, bro. No bullshit. Caleb coming. All right. What's your question?
Mike, what happened with that Star Wars interview with that new? Was she a producer or the director? Did you watch that? I know you're a Star Wars fan. That was my question.
Came up here like Omar was the source of Star Wars news. Yo, what happened with the Star Wars producer director? Did you hear that? Did you hear what happened?
Omar.
Wait, what? Okay, so wait, ask the question again.
I remember a little bit. I just saw snippets. She was talking about Star Wars isn't for men or wherever she said something.
Damn, who said that? I ain't never seen that.
She's the new. They hired her. I think it was last week.
Star Wars isn't for men.
Yeah, it was some weird shit.
Well, listen, the kitchen is for women. I don't know.
Did they fire? I was someone chat. Did they fire her already? Well, that was the only question I had because I know you're the Star Wars guy for me, so.
Okay, well, appreciate you.
He's your go-to Star Wars.
You are his go-to Star Wars guy. His daily news and updates of Star Wars.
Obama.
Two episodes a week.
Don't make me laugh.
In all the spaces.
I'm about to choke.
Obama. Oh shit. That nigga got Omar Twitter notifications, specifically key phrase Star Wars. Whenever Star Wars is in that tweet.
Hey, you don't follow anyone else or watch anyone else's videos, dog.
Just Omar's. That nigga been dying for an update.
I don't even know what's going
So
on.
bad he pulled out to a Q&A.
Texting this group chat right now.
I know my pivot now, though.
Oh my god.
The look on his face when he realized he was up. Oh shit, I got acid. Hey, did you hear about what happened with that? Did you hear? He didn't even say Omar. He knew you was going. Did you hear what happened? Did you hear what she said?
Oh my god!
Bro
my
came
God.
up. He didn't even ask if he's in there. So, what are your thoughts?
What are your thoughts on the Star Wars director? You see what happened? Did you see it?
No, you've seen it. I didn't see the
Did you
tweet
see
yet.
what she said? Post the video,
bro. Okay,
stop. Okay. Y'all send me back 2 more days, bro. Fuck.
Easy. Yo, this nigga.
Oh my god.
That nigga going to Twitter right now. Per sources, oh me.
Nigga think I'm Omar Lucas. This is crazy, bro.
Jam easy, boy.
Someone said Star Mark.
Oh.
Okay. Listen, ladies and gentlemen.
Omar the Clone Wars. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh, I thought he was talking to Sage too for a second.
Oh my god, bro.
As soon as he said Star Wars, I look straight at Omar. Well, how you gonna answer? Did you hear what happened? I hope you did.
Oh my god,
Because
bro.
someone wants to know.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been another episode of Let's Keep It Buck podcast, man. Peace out. Say goodbye to the people.
Peace out, y'all. I'm gonna try to stream tomorrow if I feel better, but I made it through an episode, y'all. Yes, sir. 4-1 and 2 pods. So pause.
Damo, say goodbye to the people.
All right, Chaz, being my very nice snack. We will be back Monday for the pod, but I'm streaming tomorrow, man. Back on my regularly scheduled program. Pull up. No, before you at me, I'm not gonna tell you the time. Turn notifications on. Turn Twitter notifications on, and I'll let you know then, nigga.
Okay. Say goodbye to the people.
I can't anymore. I can take that off. All right. Look, man. Persian, you have forced the next 2 hours on the TSO stream following the meeting that I'm about to get into. 2 hours of the 2K League. Y'all can't override it for at least 2 hours. After that, we will automatically pivot from it into something else. We'll stay tuned in the TSO verse. Shout out to the Keep It a Buckers that might tune in. I heard a lot of you guys say you actually fuck with it over there, man. We fuck with y'all. Y'all are toxic on the polls. One Piece fell yesterday.
Can you and Damo play 2K? Like for real?
I don't care. I play.
What happened?
Like play. He wants me to play you in 2K, like and play now.
You need to figure out these rankings for real.
Doesn't matter to me.
Figure it out for what? Figure it out.
That one spot. Nah, let me chill.
Oh, the one spot. So wait, since I
The one
beat
spot
you,
might be open, man. I'm
since
saying.
I beat you,
Yeah,
and you
he's
beat
pushing
Sage,
this agenda
what
crazy.
does me beating Sage prove? Because I already beat you.
You might be one.
Yeah.
But he already
So why do
beat
I need to?
you,
I
Sage.
already beat you and you beat Sage. What do I need to beat Sage for?
Chat, we know what this is, bro. But it's
Why
fine.
don't you just play him, man?
I didn't say I wasn't gonna
Chat,
play.
we
I'm
know
trying
what
to
this
figure
is,
out
bro,
how
but
does
it's
this
fine.
work with the poll?
Actually, I was gonna let it rock, but Omar, now that I think about it, bro. We sitting here. It was. I was drunk. He's sick. He wins the series, right? I showed a film because I go to play now because he's over here talking crazy. He's talking crazy. R1, blah blah blah. I'm like, Souls, I'm being dead ass, and Chad, I'm being dead ass. I could play Souls like an asshole, but that's a dick move. I go into a play now, I damn near make somebody quit because all I do is beat off ball defense. Omar, this mother. My bad. This mother says, bro, I don't play defense like that. How do you play
I
defense?
don't. Because you made it
Thank
seem
you.
like I literally play drop every single time, and you could just run pick and roll on me the whole game, bro.
You're not guarding me. What would the AI do differently?
I step up. Oscar
If you
Robertson
step
shit.
up,
Please.
yo, you see this shit?
Please.
Yo.
I'm just saying, you made it seem like I just fall for the same trick like the whole time.
I didn't
was
say
like,
you fall for
and
the
if
same
anything,
trick.
if I really had to, I'd play on ball.
All right.
And chat, even the most SOC niggas in there was like, oh, thank you, bro. Thank you, bro. That's case in point, man. Look, man, if you want to see TSO Sage play more Keep It a Buck members, or you, join the stream, man. But I have film. I wish I could pull it up, but I'm pretty sure my PlayStation's off. I literally try to have fun playing my competition, you know? I don't want to sit there and just do the same 3 moves. I post up intentionally. I had clips of me saying this is where I literally said, you know what? Even though I could shoot a 3, I'm going to post up because why would I just keep shooting open 3s the whole game and just be a boring ass nigga? But hey, believe what you want. Play me and find out. Take care. Stay blessed, man.
He lied.
Ain't a problem till it is, man. That's all I gotta say. Man.
Oh my god!
It's the second example in a row. Hey, B-Souls, play whatever you want to play.
Bro, it's not a problem. I keep saying it's not a problem, and this is your first time while I was drunk, but you're acting like you're him now, and I'm like, bro, I could beat you.
I'm not acting like I'm him. Just give me credit, bro. Just say, this guy's pretty good. He's pretty decent at the game, bro.
This is the problem.
I'm drunk.
Omar,
asshole, but
Omar Adamo. This is the problem. I literally in the stream, I literally say, nah, game 2 he beat, because he beat the shit out of me. I was like, game 2, I ain't gonna lie. Not only am I playing bad, he playing good. Game 2, he got a chat. I say this verbatim. I don't know why he's sitting here like, oh, you never say this shit. I always say when you played good. In the last game, no. I was faded as fuck, missing open 3s.
He lied. Y'all niggas worship him.
What are we doing, bro? But it's fine. It's fine. Dwayne and Souls are on the list. The 2 niggas that, I guess it got to be an asshole. I can't lose to them niggas, bro. I can't lose to them now, bro.
You have to be an asshole every time, bro.
Do you know,
bro?
Wait, do you know I beat Dwayne too? And Dwayne didn't run back to the Discord talking shit, saying I beat him.
I never knew you beat Dwayne. Dwayne start over, bro. Dwayne told me he beat Souls, he beat you, and he just needs to play Damo again.
He did not beat me.
That's what Dwayne told me.
Dwayne is.
I'm not anti you. That's what the nigga told me.
Dwayne beat me the game where Steph fouled out in like the 3rd quarter. And then the next game, I just beat him pretty handily. Anyway, this is a lot of 2K talk. We will literally set all up one day.
We'll set it up one day.
Chat, I'll be streaming tomorrow like always. Right now, we are gonna go raid Alvini Linguini. But until next time, regular schedule next week, Monday and Thursday. Playback Tuesday and Wednesday. Bye, guys.
Bye.